Why do our students love Wrights Memorial?
Because our academics prepare students to succeed in college and in life. I believe in educating our students to their highest potential. I believe in creating a welcoming, faith-based learning environment. And I believe a memorial education is the foundation for a bright future.
Explore the endless possibilities at Wrights Memorial.
The goal isn't graduation day. It's a better every day after. It's the first day in your new career, your first pay raise, the 5th day of that week-long vacation. It's the first paid holiday home with your family, or the day of your last car loan payment, much sooner than you thought. At Ivy Tech Community College, we don't just care about your degree, we care about your life. Let's get started at ivytech.edu.
Does your home's exterior need a makeover? Consider a new entry door from Lensing Building Specialties. Browse classic and modern door styles to boost your home's curb appeal. Explore our wide variety of beautiful and energy-efficient entry and patio doors. Don't worry about the work. Schedule an appointment for our skilled techs to install it for you. Get started at lensingbuildingspecialties.com and make your home feel new again.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirit, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
Melk, located in Evansville, Indiana, provides mechanical, electrical, and plumbing solutions nationwide. We deliver quality service to the industrial, commercial, and healthcare industries. If you have a big project, we bring big solutions. That includes designing and installing green energy systems that benefit your business. Our in-depth knowledge and commitment to safety make us the perfect partner in MEP contracting. Contact us for an estimate on your next project. Melk, big projects, big solutions.
Why do our students love Wrights Memorial?
Because I can grow stronger on the field and in my faith. I believe in my teammates. I believe in my classmates. And through Christ, I believe I can accomplish anything.
Come live your faith at Wrights Memorial.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.IndianaSRN.org and tune into all of the live action or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
Since 1973, People's Furniture and Mattress Outlet has been operated by 3 generations of the Flitner family. From Stan Sr. to Stan Jr., and now Stan's daughter Susan and her husband Jacob. For the last 50 years, customer service and quality home furnishings has been their goal. Other furniture stores may come and go, but People's Furniture and Mattress Outlet will show you how easy it can get for the next 50 years.
People's Furniture and Mattress Outlets, how easy can it get?
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Memorial.
Hey, thanks for being here. You're in great hands.
Rock-A-Bar for breakfast, featuring all your tasty morning favorites. Rock-A-Bar for lunch with daily plate specials plus full menu. Rock-A-Bar for dinner, featuring Evansville's favorite pizza, spaghetti, lasagna, and more. Join us Tuesdays at 7 is Trivia Night. Rock-A-Bar. Oh, yeah.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
A Wrights Memorial education is now more affordable than ever. If you fit within certain income guidelines, you could receive over $6,000 of tuition assistance. Find out if you qualify for an Indiana School Choice Scholarship or other tuition assistance opportunities. Your child, your money, your choice. Visit wrightsmemorial.org for more information.
Chris and Darby here at Hyundai of Evansville. We love this community and we love these hot deals that we are offering. Like low prices on the new 23 Santa Fe's, now get an additional $2,500 rebate when you finance with Hyundai Motor Finance and get 3-year free maintenance and America's Best warranty.
So if you're in the market for a new vehicle, stop in and let us show you some love.
Right here at Hyundai of Evansville, where credit is never a deal breaker.
Where nobody walks away because everybody saves.
Hey, Indiana, let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
From Vincennes, it's Week 8 of high school football here on IndianaSRN. The 7-0 Memorial Tigers taking on the 3-4 Vincennes Link Analysis. Tonight's Tigers football broadcast is brought to you by Memorial High School, Rock-A-Bar Pizza, Carresso Landscape, People's Furniture Mattress Outlet, Lansing Showroom, Mel K Mechanical, Electrical, Plumbing. Tigers football is also brought to you by Ivy Tech Evansville, Hyundai of Evansville, Casey's Dugout, and the Memorial Athletic Booster Club. Week 8, Tigers and Alice's here on IndianaSRN alongside Mike Scovara. I'm Jevin Revin. This is the Royal Express Car Wash pregame show. They provide daily 24/7 car washing in Evansville, located right off the Lloyd Expressway on Pearl Drive. On the west side, the Rupp family gives you fast and convenient one-time washes, as well as unlimited wash plans, all at affordable prices. Well, last week for the Tigers, the number 1 team in Class 3A, with an emphatic 47-7 win over the Wrights Panthers at Enloe Field. It is now 4 straight games in which the Tigers have scored 40 points or more. And, Mike, they are averaging 40 points per game. Just an impressive performance last week for the Tigers.
And not only 40 points a game, only giving up about 11. So offense and defense, they're looking. In fact, in the state of Indiana, on offense, and of the 314 teams, Memorial is 23rd offensively, 24th in fewest points given alone, and their winning margin coming in is 19th in the state at 29.4.
And tonight the Tigers are taking on the Alice's. They're 3-4 on the season. Last week they lost against North here on their home field, 28-12. And Vincennes, year in year out, they're always a physical team, and this is a tough place to play.
Indeed, that is. In fact, last year it was at the home field for the Tigers. Vincennes won 6-0. A couple of second quarter Luke Lindsay field goals was the only offense. That was the first win since Vincennes had a win back in 2002.
We'll take our first break here on our pregame show. When we come back, we'll have the head coach comparison, also player spotlight, getting you set for Week 8 here at Vincennes, the Alice's and the Tigers on IndianaSRN.
Bar for breakfast, featuring all your tasty morning favorites. Rock a Bar for lunch with daily plate specials plus full menu. Rock a Bar for dinner, featuring Evansville's favorite pizza, spaghetti, lasagna, and more. Join us Tuesdays at 7 as Trivia Night. Rock a Bar. Oh, yeah.
Hey, Indiana. Let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
To travel and pursue a degree in marketing. Her favorite memory is the excitement she felt cheering at
Darby here at Hyundai of Evansville. We love this community and we love these hot deals that we are offering. Like low prices on the new 23 Santa Fe's, now get an additional $2,500 rebate when you finance with Hyundai Motor Finance and get 3-year free maintenance and America's best warranty.
So if you're in the market for a new vehicle, stop in and let us show you some love.
Right here at Hyundai of Evansville, where credit is never a deal breaker.
Where nobody walks away because everybody saves.
Why do our students love Wrights Memorial?
Because I can grow stronger on the field and in my faith. I believe in my teammates. I believe in my classmates. And through Christ, I believe I can accomplish anything.
Come live your faith at Wrights Memorial.
nurse. Her favorite memory.
Back here in Vincennes, it's the Tigers and the Alice's tonight, Week 8 of high school football. This is the Royal Express Car Wash pregame show. They provide daily 24/7 car washing at Evansville, located right off the Lloyd Expressway on Pearl Drive on the west side. The Rupp family gives you fast and convenient one-time washes, as well as unlimited wash plans, all at affordable prices.
We appreciate the Rupp family sponsoring our pregame show and our halftime show. Of course, in honor of Pete Rupp, who passed away earlier this year. Pete, Hall of Fame athlete, an entrepreneur in town, and generous participant and giver to Memorial, not only athletics, but through the school. And again, a big thank you to the Rupp family.
It is senior night here at Vincennes. You see in the background, they are going through their pregame festivities for their fall sports. As we take a look at tonight's matchup, we'll start with the head coach comparison. And for the Tigers, it's head coach John Hurley in the 17th season with the Tigers' outstanding performance last week. Coach Hurley was named the Colts and NFL Coach of the Week for Week 7.
a great honor as 10 regions in the state of Indiana. They pick a coach in each region, and Coach Hurley was honored earlier this week with Mike Pryor from the front office for the Indianapolis Colts, and given not only a plaque but a couple $1,000 in donations, one from the NFL Foundation and the other one from Sertor Sports.
Vincennes head coach is Levi Salters in his 8th season, and he's had some good teams here at Vincennes. In his first 7 years, he has won 8 or more games 4 times.
And a sectional champion in 2019, Coach Salters coming in and being, just like Coach Hurley, an alma mater, Vincennes for him.
Our head coach comparison is brought to you by Merle Norman Studio. Come visit Natalie and Kelsey Pence, owners of the Merle Norman Studio. They specialize in creating customized skincare and makeup routines to fit each person's individual needs. Plus, they have a great selection of clothing, handbags, jewelry, and other accessories. The Merle Norman Studio is located in Evansville at 507 North Green River Road. Call them at 812-476-0657. With that, we take a look at our player profiles, and we start with the Tigers. On the defensive side, it is linebacker Connor O'Donohue, who is second on the team in tackles.
The junior, 6 foot, 170 pounds. Coach Hurley really likes him. Extremely athletic and physical ball player. He's highly competitive as well, and not afraid to go after the ball, quick and explosive to it, and good football instincts, and just going to continue to prove not only his junior year, but next year as well.
On the offensive side, it is running back Dylan Kendrick, the junior, averaging about 7 yards per carry.
Kendrick, 5'9", 170, but plays a lot bigger, and is starting the lineup about halfway through last year. An elusive runner, as Coach Hurley says. Every down player, which means in the pass and the run game, he's on the field, and a physical. He runs between the tackles, not afraid to get it in there, and plays well in space as well. In other words, especially in the passing game, out in the flat, lets him catch and lets him run.
We switch to the Vincennes side offensively. Wide receiver Luke Lindsay. He is a senior, and he started the year quarterback, now wide receiver, second on the team in receptions.
And as Coach Salters is really going to miss Luke, a captain, as you said, a 4-year starter. Started for the Alices as a freshman, a versatile player, plays quarterback. He's a top receiver now. He's part of their kicking game, and I'm sure he does a lot of other things on and off the field. The leading receiver coming in with 20 grabs, also a top scholar, nearly a 4.0 student.
And for Vincennes defensively, they have a good linebacker and senior Blake Green.
Green, a nice job. Very similar to the middle linebacker for the Tigers, and Alex Brochier's sideline to sideline, a captain, another multiple-year starter, 3-year starter. He is the leader of the defense. They depend on him in running things. He's been slowed by injury this year, but he's still coming out and playing as hard as he can. Last year, he was an SIAC linebacker.
The player profiles are brought to you by the Merle Norman Studio. Come visit Natalie and Kelsey Pence, owners of the Merle Norman Studio. Again, they specialize in creating customized skincare and makeup routines to fit each person's individual needs. Plus, they have a great selection of clothing, handbags, jewelry, and other accessories. They're located in Evansville at 507 North Green River Road. Call them at 812-476-0657. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and Mike's keys to the game next. It's Week 8, Tigers and Alices on IndianaSRN.
Presenting his VFA player helmet, Simon Thomas.
The goal isn't graduation day. It's a better every day after. It's the first day in your new career, your first pay raise, the 5th day of that week-long vacation. It's the first paid holiday home with your family, or the day of your last car loan payment, much sooner than you thought. At Ivy Tech Community College, we don't just care about your degree, we care about your life. Let's get started at ivytech.edu.
Countdown 3, 2, 1.
Presenting him with his VFA helmet, Kiara Brower.
Does your home's exterior need a makeover? Consider a new entry door from Lensing Building Specialties. Browse classic and modern door styles to boost your home's curb appeal. Explore our wide variety of beautiful and energy-efficient entry and patio doors. Don't worry about the work. Schedule an appointment for our skilled techs to install it for you. Get started at lensingbuildingspecialties.com and make your home feel new again.
A Wrights Memorial education is now more affordable than ever. If you fit within certain income guidelines, you could receive over $6,000 of tuition assistance. Find out if you qualify for an Indiana School Choice Scholarship or other tuition assistance opportunities. Your child, your money, your choice. Visit wrightsmemorial.org for more information.
Electrical engineering science. He then intends on
Senior night still ongoing. In the background on your screen, Tigers and Alice's scheduled for a 6:30 Central kickoff. We might be a few minutes late as they are finishing up their senior night festivities for all of their fall sports teams. And we'll continue on here on the Royal Express Car Wash pregame show. It's time for tonight's starting lineups, which are brought to you by Weichert Realtors and the Schultz Group. We start with the Tigers offensively last week. Most points they've scored in a game this year, 47 points against Wrights, and quarterback Matthew Fisher threw for over 300 yards, had 4 passing touchdowns, and also rushed for 2 scores.
And blocking for them, a new change. Brady Combs will be at a guard along with Andrew Jones, Jaden Probst, the center, the only sophomore in the starting lineup for both sides of the ball, Parker Mattingly and Bryant Carr. They'll all be blocking for, as you said, Fisher, who threw for 350 yards and 4 touchdowns, ran for 2. That's a career high. Also, Luke Elsperman caught 3 of those touchdown passes, rushed for another 201 yards. That's a career high. So key for those blockers to give Fisher time to get to those receivers.
Tigers defense, another solid week, allowing just 7 points against a pretty solid Wrights defense.
Yeah, defense starting lineup, when you look at it, Jevin, they've only given up 4 touchdowns and 2 field goals for the starting unit out there. Alex Brochure's in the middle, leads a tough linebacker core. He's got 376 tackles, as certainly in the secondary. Joseph Hinkie, J.J. Lowry, Wes Kelly, and Jake Lively trying to defend the passes of Collins from Vincennes.
All right, Vincennes offensively, they average 23 points per game. They're led by sophomore quarterback Cooper Collins. Tonight will be his 4th start.
Collins coming in, doing a nice job. He's already passed for 372 yards in those 3 games, as you talk about, and he's got a stable of running backs. B.B. McRae, 330 yards. Luke Lindsay, he's rushed 200 yards, but he'll be out playing a receiver tonight. And Collins has rushed for 230 yards. So they are the key players, along with Mac McCormick, to watch out for. Also, Quentin Butler has done a nice job in the receiving department along with Lindsay.
And how about the Alice's defense?
Well, I tell you what, their front 4 is very strong. He's got Colton Duke. He's got 4 sacks and 7 tackles for losses. Mac McCormick, 4 sacks, 4 tackles for losses. Aiden Lindauer, he'll be actually wearing 44 tonight. Lindauer has a sack and 3, as Gage Haygood, a tough front 4 that the Tigers' offensive line is going to have to navigate.
Our starting lineups are brought to you by Weichert Realtors, the Schultz Group. They have been supporting the Tigers and Southwest Indiana's real estate needs for over 50 years. Give them a call if you are looking to buy or sell. All right, Mike, as we look from both sidelines, some keys tonight for a victory for each team.
Well, you look at the formations, both teams play the similar defense. 4 down linemen, 3 very active linebackers, 4 in the secondary. And so both teams have seen the defense that the offense is going to face tonight. The Memorial Tigers, 1 back, 2 backs. They'll empty the backfield. Usually will line up with at least 3 or 4 receivers. Where the Vincennes Alice's, they will run what they call a pistol look. The quarterback about 5 yards, the running back a couple yards behind him, but they'll also move around. They'll have split ends, flankers. They'll have what they call a counterback, a guy, he'll line up either behind the tight end or the split end tackle, a yard back and a yard over, a lot of motion there. They'll also empty the backfield as well. So both defenses are going to be matched up against similar offenses that they feel is find as well. So an opportunity for what defense defense can establish themselves early, because I think we're going to have a lot of points put on the board tonight.
Well, we got some time, so let's talk about the other SIAC games tonight. Worth noting, with the Tigers win, they would clinch at least a share of the SIAC regular season title. And other games tonight, looking at a pretty even matchup at North between 3-4 Jasper and 3-4 North.
Yeah, the winner of that game will probably be finishing up in the top half of the 10-team division.
Other games outside the SIAC, one really stands out. That is North Posey at Southridge. The winner of that will win the small school PAC regular season championship. Both teams are 4-0 in conference play. North Posey 6-1 overall, and Southridge is 5-2. And of course, Mike, this weekend, Sunday night, is a sectional draw.
That's right. You go to the IHSAA website and watch the proceedings on the internet. The IHSAA Champions Network. Paul Condry, along with Bob Lovell, we doing the 48 sectional draws. Of course, Memorial and Vincennes both in sectional 32, a very loaded sectional. In fact, 5 of the 8 teams are ranked in the Indiana Football Coaches Association top 10. Memorial 1, Heritage Hills 2, Mater Dei 3, Gibson Southern 5, and Southridge at number 10.
That wraps up our pregame show, which is brought to you by Royal Express Car Wash. They provide daily 24/7 car washing in Evansville, located right off the Lloyd Expressway on Pearl Drive on the west side. The Rupp family gives you fast and convenient one-time washes, as well as unlimited wash plans, all at affordable prices. A little bit of a delay tonight with kickoff, but it is right around the corner here in IndianaSRN.
All right.
Melk, located in Evansville, Indiana, provides mechanical, electrical, and plumbing solutions nationwide. We deliver quality service to the industrial, commercial, and healthcare industries. If you have a big project, we bring big solutions. That includes designing and installing green energy systems that benefit your business. Our in-depth knowledge and commitment to safety make us the perfect partner in MEP contracting. Contact us for an estimate on your next project. Melk, big projects, big solutions.
Why do our students love Wrights Memorial?
Memorial helps me find the right rhythm on stage and in my education. I believe in developing my craft. I believe in building a community. And now, I believe I can hit the right notes in all aspects of life.
Showcase your talents at Wrights Memorial.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Gorgeous night for football here at Vincennes. 71 degrees right now. The sun is set and should be just a very lovely evening as the crowd's still filing in. Just finished up the senior night festivities with a lot of the fall sports teams for Vincennes, and now we get set for week 8 between the Tigers and the Alices. Graphic brought to you by Greer's Flooring America. They are our scoreboard sponsor. Give them a call, 812-471-0400. Well, of course, we have tonight's game, which we'll have to take another break for the national anthem, and kickoff will be sometime coming up, hopefully shortly.
Since 1973, People's Furniture and Mattress Outlet has been operated by 3 generations of the Flitner family. From Stan Sr. to Stan Jr., and now Stan's daughter Susan and her husband Jacob. For the last 50 years, customer service and quality home furnishings has been their goal. Other furniture stores may come and go, but People's Furniture and Mattress Outlet will show you how easy it can get for the next 50 years.
People's Furniture and Mattress Outlets, how easy can it get?
Evansville's original pizza since 1955? Why, it's Rock-A-Bar Pizza, of course. 17 incredible specialty pizzas. Mega Meat, Chicken Barbecue, Rocco Pesto, and Bacon Cheeseburger. Or how about Quesadilla, Chicken Bacon Ranch, Hawaiian Margarita around the world, and their breakfast pizza. Plus all your favorites. Oh yeah, don't forget about their signature salad. It's like none other. Dine in, carry out, or catered. Rediscover Evansville's original and still the best Rock-A-Bar Pizza. Rock-A-Bar for breakfast, featuring all your tasty morning favorites. Rock-A-Bar for lunch with daily plate specials plus full menu. Rock-A-Bar for dinner, featuring Evansville's favorite pizza, spaghetti, lasagna, and more. Join us Tuesdays at 7 as Trivia Night. Rock-A-Bar, oh yeah.
Why do our students love Wrights Memorial?
Because our academics prepare students to succeed in college and in life. I believe in educating our students to their highest potential. I believe in creating a welcoming, faith-based learning environment. And I believe a memorial education is the foundation for a bright future.
Explore the endless possibilities at Wrights Memorial.
Just wrapped up tonight's national anthem here at Vincennes, Tigers and the Alices with Mike Scavara. I'm Jevin Rebin. Right before that last break, we were talking about some of the Week 9 matchups next week and really some enticing games. Of course, we'll have Memorial and Castle. That game will be at Bosse Field. Also, you have Wrights and Mater Dei at the Bull. Plus, Vincennes will travel to Jasper. Really 3 competitive games, I think.
Certainly, as we talked about also earlier, the Memorial Tigers can win the Southern Indiana Athletic Conference outright with a victory. Could end up with a four-way tie, or excuse me, a three-way tie if victories come a certain way.
So we mentioned coming up on Sunday as a sectional draw. That will begin at 5 o'clock Central Time, correct?
Correct. Yep. 6 o'clock Eastern. As you'll have 314 teams. They got ping balls dropping and 48 different sectionals in 6 different classes, so certainly being an opportunity to come away with where you're going to be next Friday night. Yeah. There might be some schools that have buys. Of course, in 5A, Jevin, and 6A, every one of those get buys because there's only 4 teams in each of those sectionals. Classes 1 through 4, it's 7 or 8 teams, depending on where the buys are sprinkled in.
And very well, these 2 teams could play again come sectional, as they both are in that Class 3A sectional 32. Vincennes is taking the field. Tigers getting set to take it as well, and we'll take our last break. When we come back, it's the kickoff between the Alices and the Tigers. Glad you're with us on this Friday night here on IndianaSRN.
Carreso Landscape has provided landscape services to customers in the Evansville area for over 20 years. The company started small in the late 1990s and has grown to where it is today because of a devoted effort to provide quality and personable service. The goal of our staff is to consistently meet and exceed our customers' expectations while adding value to each property we visit. Call us today at 812-853-6868 for all your landscape needs.
Those Casey's dugout where the flavor's on fire. Pizza so good it'll take you higher. From Evansville, reppin' the town. Hot slices, cold drinks, best spot around. We're different, come see, we got what you need. Ice cold ski, that's the drink for your feet. Crispy crust, toppings for eternity. Come for the pizza, stay for the company. Those Casey's dugout where the flavor's on fire.
A licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 21 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Now we're ready for a kickoff here in IndianaSRN. The captains will meet at the midfield stripe. The 7-0 Tigers taking on the 3-4 Alice's. Of course, Memorial still number 1 in Class 3A. And Mike, I believe you have tonight's captains for both sides.
Brayton McCrary, number 17. Blake Green, 32. Will Hembrick, looks like will not be dressing tonight. Number 34. And also Gage Haygood, number 61 for Vincennes, and Levi Salters in his 8th year as the head football coach for the Memorial Tigers. We've got the 4 senior captains as they've been all season long. As that's Matthew Fisher, number 2, Luke Elsperman, number 3, number 35, Alex Broshears, and Parker Mattingly, number 50. As again, they will be advancing, and we'll find out who's going to go on defense and who's going to go on offense to start the ball game.
I haven't been keeping track, but it seems like almost every week the Tigers have won the toss and they deferred to the second half. Yeah.
And that's the strategy, because not only when you defer, your defense comes out and can set the tone, but you also get the ball usually to start the second half as well. As a veteran fishing crew. In fact, we had these guys just last week, didn't we?
Yeah, back-to-back weeks for Dave Snyder, Jeff Crowley, Chad Qualls, Ralph Caldwell, and Evan Snyder. As Wrights Memorial High School is in their 100th year, providing an environment where God inspires, they educate, and students thrive. You can join them in their year-long celebration by checking out the website at wrightsmemorial.org for more information. Vincennes coming off a loss here at home against North last week, 28-12. Tigers beat Wrights at home, 47-7. And for Vincennes, their 3 wins this year was Week 1 at Boise, Week 4 at Central, and Week 6 here at home against Harrison. This will conclude 3 straight weeks in which Vincennes is home. They'll finish up at Jasper next Friday night.
And during the regular season, the only field that will be not synthetic turf. It's a grass field here at Inman. In fact, the field at where the old high school used to be, the high school is at the other side of town in Vincennes. So they still play their ball games here at the old high school. So the toss was won by Vincennes this time, and they have elected to receive.
Say I jinxed it, but the outcome's still the same. Exactly. Tigers will kick off. So Vincennes, their offense, get the first crack at it with sophomore Cooper Collins. Again, they're very physical up front. They come in averaging 23 points per game, and one result that kind of stood out from their schedule, you go back Week 5 at Castle, it was a 43-30 loss. They competed very well with the Knights, and an offense put up 30 points.
Yeah, they've almost 2,000 yards on offense, 860 passing, a little over 1,100 on the ground, where Memorial is coming in for the Tigers offensively. They've put up about 2,500 yards offense, nearly 1,500 yards passing, and a little over 1,000 yards rushing.
A little bit of field maintenance before kickoff to our left at the 35-yard line. Get that all situated. Tigers kick off right to left as they're trying to move to 8-0 on the season.
Pate Barrett, the left-footed kicker, will be out there. He's got 11 of his kickoffs have been touchbacks, as Levi Salters and the Vincennes Alice's coaches getting the last-minute instructions, as they'll have their Mr. Do-Everything Luke Lindsay back deep, along with Brayton McCrary.
Looks like they're filling some holes out there. They've got a bucket of dirt.
That guy must be the most important man out there with the blue bucket.
All right, Lindsay and McCrary back deep to return, as Mike mentioned. Barrett with a good leg. We'll get it underway. Beautiful sunset right in front of us behind the Memorial sideline. Right around 70 degrees at kickoff here in mid-October. Tigers trying to get some revenge. Again, they lost to Vincennes at home last year 6-0. Week 8 is underway. It's a line drive kick that rolls to the 10, scooped up and returned far side. Tigers cover it pretty well as McCrary on that return for Vincennes, able to advance it to around the 25-yard line. That's how this one gets underway.
Typical tacklers on special teams, Brocheers, Connor, and Kelly.
Sophomore quarterback is Cooper Collins. Just his 4th game he has played a quarterback this year. He's completed 57% of his passes, close to 400 yards, 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He can also run as well, as he averages about 4.5 yards per carry.
And that pistol formation, the quarterback about 5 yards back, the running back behind him, and they got the counterback and 2 receivers out to the right.
That running back is Mac McCormick. He gets the first carry of the night. Head of steam as he roars past the 30. Nice start for the Vincennes offense, a gain of about 7.
Brackett along with Lively in on the stop, but good run over the left side for the Alices, bringing up a 2nd down and about 3 or 4.
This Vincennes offense under 8th-year head coach Levi Salters, they average about 137 yards on the ground, through the air just over 100 yards.
And 4 down linebacker, or down linemen, 3 linebackers, 4 into secondary for the Tigers. Same formation, maybe the same play.
On 2nd and shiv is to McCormick, slicing through the Tigers defense. He runs over linebacker Connor O'Donohue, picking up the first down to the Vincennes 40. 2 plays, first down Alices.
Very basic, man-on-man blocking. As they'll mark it around the 39-yard line. Started the drive at the 24.
First and 10 from their own 40. Mac McCormick, the junior running back, lines up again right behind Cooper Collins. It's been back-to-back runs with McCormick. Out of the pistol again. Looking to throw for the first time. Pass comes near side. Short completion just past the 40 to the 42-yard line as they hook up with 44. That is Aiden Lindauer, the senior.
The senior actually was a lineman earlier, and he's put him back in the backfield. And just a quick rollout, just kind of like a long handoff as Brocheers and Donahue make the stop.
Gain of 3 sets up 2nd and 7. 3 wide receivers set.
Same formation, this time out to the left.
Here is McCormick. He comes near side. His stiff arm got away from the first man, but then he is tackled shy of the 45. The flag comes in from behind. It is a hold against Vincennes.
Bracket on the stop, but they'll mark it from the spot of the foul, which is the 41-yard line. So they'll march it back 10 yards to the 31, bringing up a long, 2nd and long situation.
This Tigers defense comes in averaging, allowing just 10 points per game. Of course, some of that has been done against the 2nd string and 3rd string defense this year.
Well, they've got 11 takeaways, 8 interceptions, 3 fumble recoveries, 40 tackles for losses, and 5 QB sacks. Again, they've been running out of the same formation, Jevin. 2 receivers out, and then that counter back to the strong side, a yard back and over from the offensive tackle, and a split end, and the quarterback and the running back, McCormick, who's done a nice job. McCormick coming in. 8 touchdowns. He leads them in rushing touchdowns, 47 carries for 324 yards.
After the penalty, it's 2nd and 18. Pass goes far side. Tigers defense quick to swarm right around the line of scrimmage. As that pass went to Luke Lindsay, the senior. That's a 17 catch of the year. He is 2nd in receptions for Vincennes. No gain, though, 3rd and 18.
Wesley and O'Donohue on the stop.
A first down would be the Vincennes 49-yard line. They picked up a first down for back-to-back runs to start the drive, but the holding penalties really put them in a deep hole.
Yeah, Lindsay's been the favorite receiver for Vincennes since he moved from quarterback to receiver. And Lindsay in the slot to the bottom of your screen.
The Tigers front can bring some pressure. They rush 5. Screen pass comes near side. Caught by McCormick. McCormick, middle of the field. Rumbles past the 40 to the 41. It's a gain of 10, but it'll be 4th and 8. On play number 6 of this drive, and you would think a punt is upcoming.
And play field position here. trying to go for it, even though you might make it. If you don't, you're going to give the Tigers great field position. So back to punting it away will be Brody Phillips.
And the Tigers have 2 men back to return this punt. It is Elsperman and Dockery. For the Tigers this year, punt returns are averaging just 7.5 yards per return. Better in the kickoff game, as this is a fake punt. They're going to pass it. It's caught, but right at the line of scrimmage, brought down is 17, Brayton McCrary. So the Tigers defense was ready for the fake punt, and now the offense set up in Vincennes territory at the 40.
A little trickery there, and Memorial was ready for it. Actually, they lost a yard on it. You see the snap, takes one step, looks up, gets it over, and there's 2 defenders right there making the stop. Hinkie along with a good job that time by David Hinkie. So we got 2 brothers are making the stop, and the Tigers mark it at the 39-yard line of Vincennes.
Last week, the Tigers score on their first offensive play was a 60-yard pass from Fisher to Elsterman. Here they hand off to Kendrick, and Kendrick is hit right at the line of scrimmage.
Aiden Lindauer on the tackle.
Maybe he actually lost about a half a yard. Lindauer made the tackle for Vincennes, bringing it down the 5'9" junior Dylan Kendrick, who comes in averaging 7 yards per carry.
Yeah, he lost a yard.
Second down.
Vincennes' defense gives up 22 points per game.
And 4 down linebackers. And this time they switched their defense. They dropped one of the front. They got 4 defense.
Fisher's first pass wide open is Dockery. Caught shy of the first down. He's punished at the 30. It's a gain of 9, maybe 10 yards. Will set up 3rd and short for Dockery, his 15th catch of the year, closing in on 300 yards.
Nice job that time. Blake Green, again, one of their top tacklers, one of our profile players. So give him 10. 4 down territory maybe for the Tigers.
Fisher last week was 12 for 16 passing against rights, 350 yards. He also had 4 touchdown throws.
Good pursuit and good tackle there by Green.
Fisher goes under center, handoff Kendrick, and he picks up the first down, stutter stepping his way through the line of scrimmage, and he rumbles to the 21-yard line. Kendrick gains 9 and a first down for Memorial.
They bring in the second back, Landon Horning. Lead through on the left side, followed him by Kendrick. You see the replay here. Kendrick, nice job switching running lanes, going over to the right.
Kendrick wasn't needed much last week, had 11 carries for just 36 yards. They've got Dockery in motion, right to left on the jet sweep, looking for a block, doesn't get it, and the block actually came illegally. It was Simon Schultz. There's a loss of 5 on the play, plus you have the penalty.
Quentin Butler on the stop, and that's the play that the Tigers like to use a lot. That's actually a pass, but with the loss, they'll mark it from the 22-yard line and march it back off 10. So each team with a holding penalty so far, and the Tigers will come up with a first down and long.
2-yard line.
That first down marker is right around the 10, so you're looking at a first and about 22. 4 wide receivers set. Kendrick next to Fisher here. Fisher, 3-step drop, looking far side, spins one, right on target. There's Dockery again inside the 20, fighting for a couple of extra yards. He's out of bounds, so the Tigers get a nice chunk back on that first down pass. Fisher, Dockery, second time tonight.
Jevin, that's a tough pass. You're on the left hash mark, and you throw all the way across the field, so you're throwing it 35 yards just to get it to the receiver. And Dockery, as you can see, runs it, breaks that out, and right there was Rye Cat, but the Tigers make it a manageable second down.
It is 2nd and 6. Fisher throws on back-to-back plays. Near side, Anslinger slices through the defense, racing toward the pylon. Touchdown, Tigers. 16 yards. Fisher to Anslinger, his 4th touchdown catch of the season. And for Fisher, number 22 in the air.
We'll see with Anslinger, a nice catch, but watch the blockers. Watch 3, watch 9, and that opens up a running lane for Anslinger as Elsperman and Dockery help out the fellow receiver, and that results in 6.
On for the PAT is Pate Barrett. The junior is 33 for 34 in tries. Tigers have had 2 this year in which they failed to convert because of a bad snap. Simon Schultz is the holder. That was a bit slow developing. Barrett gets it off just in time. It's 7-0 Tigers halfway through this first quarter.
Kate Barrett with
Faster.
Rock-A-Bar for breakfast, featuring all your tasty morning favorites. Rock-A-Bar for lunch with daily plate specials plus full menu. Rock-A-Bar for dinner, featuring Evansville's favorite pizza, spaghetti, lasagna, and more. Join us Tuesdays at 7 as Trivia Night. Rock-A-Bar, oh yeah.
all around after the third quarter.
First drive, touchdown for the Tigers. 7-zip is our score. Max Anslinger with his 4th touchdown catch of the year. 22nd pass for Matthew Fisher. 6 plays, 39 yards in 2 minutes and 9 seconds. Here is a squib kick that ricochets to Gavin Kelso. And Kelso is able to motor out past the 35-yard line. That scoring recap, by the way, is brought to you by Simplicity Furniture. And at Simplicity Furniture, they're located at 1309 North Green River Road. That's in Evansville. Have fun shopping for furniture with Kelsey Coslet and his father, Pat.
Better field position. They started on the 24 their first time they had the ball. 36-yard line for the Alices on the left hash mark. Trailing 7-0 to a Memorial here on the Greer's Flooring America score.
Vincennes got a first down on the opening drive, and then they were stopped. They went for it on 4th down as a fake punt that was shut off by the Tigers to the 39-yard line. Looking to pass here is Collins. He takes off running, and Collins crashes at the 39 after a gain of 3. He will use his legs often and a bit slow to get up. Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, the sophomore very quickly took one look. His receivers were covered. Then he took off and holding that left hip a little bit. Hoare along with Brochiers goes from the 36 to the 39.
Collins came in 50 rushes for 230 yards, also 2 touchdowns. Again, this is just his 4th game at quarterback. They had Luke Lindsay at quarterback to start the year. Now he's at wide receiver.
They've used that same formation, that counterback to the 2 receiver side in the pistol formation.
They're going to hand off. This is McCormick. And McCormick can't turn the corner. He's brought down behind the line of scrimmage, a tackle for loss. And for the Tigers defense, that's their 41st tackle for loss of the year.
And we've got a Tiger down.
So it'll be 3rd and long for Vincennes as they tend to the injured Tiger defender. And we'll step aside here in the first quarter.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Jake Brackett was the injured Tiger. The junior linebacker did pop up fairly quickly after he went to break and hustled off the field. So now it's 3rd and 8 for Vincennes, ball at their own 38-yard line. Collins on the move. Sophomore tries to set his feet. Here comes some Tigers. Throws across the middle. It's caught right around the first down marker, and Luke Lindsay picks up the first down. What a throw by Collins, staying in there with 3 or 4 Tigers trying to chase him down, and Vincennes has a first down.
And Lindsay actually was short about a yard or 2, but he ducked down and kept his feet moving. As Collins gets all kinds of pressure. Brochiers comes in, he stops, plants his foot. Gene coming in, and there's 3 defenders And the second effort by Lindsay gives him the first down.
So as that play was developing, I thought Collins would have no chance to get that throw off, and gets it off, and it was accurate.
And Coach Salters likes the sophomore quarterback, that's for sure.
First set of downs from the 48. Here's a handoff to McCormick, and Broshier sticks him in the backfield, twisting him to the ground. It's a loss of a yard. Second tackle for loss of the series for the Tigers defense.
Merkel along with Gene out there, and David Hinkie as Brackett comes back in. And no gain on the play. Actually, maybe a loss of a half a yard. Fast-moving first quarter. We're under 4 minutes.
Second drive for Vincennes of the night. Tigers have had it once, and they had a 6-play, 39-yard drive for a score.
A bunch formation. The bottom of your screen, 3 receivers out there.
On play action, Collins moves again. Bryant chasing him, throws out of bounds. Closest man was Brody Phillips, sophomore wide receiver. And it brings up 3rd and long, but credit Liam Bryant there applying that pressure. And now another Tiger is down here on the near side. Looks like it's J.J. Lowry, and
might have a cramp there.
That's the way it looks, the way he was moving his leg.
Good pressure. Collins had to roll to the right immediately. He had the bunch receivers there, and he was putting it up in the air and threw it out of bounds very wisely. That'll bring up a 3rd down and long situation. Stops the clock. 3:37 to go here on our Growers Flooring America scoreboard. 812-470-0400 for all your flooring needs.
While they attend to Lowry, I think he might be hopping up here, so we'll keep it here before this 3rd down and 10 play coming up. Lowry, one of the junior cornerbacks for the Tigers, and a strong defense. I want to thank Carreso Landscape. They're a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. They've been serving the Evansville, Newburgh, and surrounding communities for over 20 years. For all of your landscaping installation and maintenance, if you are not satisfied with your lawn or landscaping, contact Carreso at 812-853-6868 or at carreso.com.
Memorial defense. Each team's got a first down via the pass. The difference of Tigers. The pass first down was a 16-yard TD pass from Matthew Fisher to Max Anslinger as Pete Barrett the extra point. That's why it's 7-0.
We did see Vincennes again fake it on that 4th down play, their first drive from right around their own 40. So here, if you're head coach Levi Salters, you might be thinking 2 plays to get 11 yards with where you're at the field, judging by what he did the first drive.
3 receivers out to the left now. Split end one-on-one coverage here against Lindsay.
Running back behind Collins this time is McCrary.
Hinkie drops back about 10 yards now.
Collins in the pocket, starts to move. Slings it near side. It's caught inbounds just past the 45-yard line as Brady Kerwer, the senior, hauls in his 8th catch of the year. Again, they're short of the first down. A pickup of 8 will bring up 4th down and a long 2 short 3.
Kerwer ran an in, and then seeing Collins, he mirrors him. As he's Collins running to his right, Kerwer runs to his left, and Collins delivered it. So 4th down situation. Tigers stop Vincennes on downs their first time, looking to duplicate that feat here.
McCrary lines up as the running back again with Collins out of the pistol. Trips the far side, single wide receiver near side, and Coach Salters and the Alices want to think it over. Timeout, 4th and 2 when we come back.
I'm Keith Myers, Vice President of IndianaSRN. Thanks for joining us. Do you know IndianaSRN broadcasts 350 games a year? All sorts of stories? Yeah, we do. Hard to believe, isn't it? IndianaSRN loves to put student athletes first on our website. If you're a business out there, we probably could help you too. Contact us at coach@indianasrn.org. Grandma from out of state thanks you. Mom and Dad who can't get to the game thanks you as well. In fact, our athletes watch the games over and over again. Our military has enjoyed the games as well. So sit back and enjoy the game. It's IndianaSRN.
Vincennes just burned a timeout with 3:28 to go in the first quarter. Tigers leading 7-0. Vincennes with the ball at the Tigers' 44-yard line, looking at a 4th down and 2 upcoming. And before that play, some scores throughout the SIAC. Castle leads Central 7-0. Harrison and Mater Dei tied at 7. Wrights and Bosse, no score. Jasper 7, North 6. Those are all first quarter scores. Outside of the SIAC, Mount Vernon leads Gibson Southern 14-7. Heritage Hills and Princeton are scoreless. Thanks to Tucker Smith for that update.
And Kipley's.
4th and 2. Quarterback will keep it himself and zipping forward for the first down. Cooper Collins, he had that option. His option worked out by keeping himself, getting to the 39-yard line, first down Vincennes.
Kind of horror stops him, but not after he gets into Tiger territory. Marking at the 44. And this was a run all the way. That was actually running an option, but took a couple, 3 steps out to his right and then saw the opening up the middle.
This next play will be number 7 of this drive for Vincennes. First time they're in Tigers territory. Under 3 minutes to go, first quarter. Kerwer started in motion. Now he goes back to the far side. 3 wide receivers set. Play clock down to 5 seconds. Collins turns around. Hands off to the running back, McCormick, and he was greeted well in the backfield. Good penetration by the Tigers. Guess who?
On a blitz, Alex Broshears. As soon as that ball was snapped, Alex was making a beeline. Watch 35. He's in the backfield and spins the running back down.
Broshear's 10th tackle for loss this year. That is tops on this Tigers defense. He came in number 1 in total tackles at 88.
And that was 2nd in the conference. He's actually 9th in all of Class 3A.
Loss of 4, 2nd down and 14. Vincennes trying to get set offensively in the play clock inside of 5 seconds. Collins dropping back, looking deep down the field. He is going to heave it. One-on-one coverage. Jump ball, and it's over Luke Lindsay's head and incomplete. 3rd and 14. Jalen Carter on the coverage for the Tigers.
3rd down.
About a yard too long that time, but Collins got it up in the air almost 45, 50 yards. He sets back, flings it. Lindsay behind Carter, but just a little long.
J.J. Lowry, one of the cornerbacks for the Tigers, left the game with an injury, so you have Joseph Hickey and Jalen Carter as your 2 cornerbacks. 3rd and 14 for Vincennes. And another timeout taken by the Alices, so we'll do the same.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt, it's not a game.
Insulting referees, it's not a game.
Threatening officials, it's not a game.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes, it's not a game.
Violent language in the stands, it's not a game.
Verbal abuse from the sideline, it's not a game.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot, it's not a game.
Still 7-0 Tigers. Late first quarter, Vincennes has used 2 of their 3 timeouts. Here on this drive, they are staring at a 3rd and 14 from the Tigers' 44-yard line. They just took a shot deep down the field to Luke Lindsay, which was incomplete.
Do you go deep in your playbook here, try to come up with a gadget play?
They've already had a fake punt tonight. Collins has some time. Now he's flushed out. Bryant trying to chase him. He throws across his body, and the pass is broken up. Incomplete. That pass was just floating in thin air for a very long time. Wes Kelly came up, the safety, and punched it away. It's 4th and 14.
A good pressure coming in was Liam Bryant from his defensive end. Watch at the top of your screen there. Great acceleration. Collins gets rid of it. And coming in, knocking away. Great job there by Wes Kelly, the junior.
Mac McCormick was the intended target, and now Vincennes will punt. Elsterman is back around the 10-yard line. See, the Alices can pin the Tigers deep. High snap.
He'll
they
punt
get
this
away. And it is middle of the field. Tigers back away from it. It takes a Vincennes bounce. Beautiful job by the special teams. The Alices, it is down at the 6.
36-yard punt, no return. As that possession doesn't come up with any points, but it works up almost 5 minutes off the clock, and the Tigers deep in their own territory with their second possession.
Thanks to the Memorial Athletic Booster Club for sponsoring tonight's broadcast on IndianaSRN. Right now they're busy selling Holy Strombolis at the West Side Nightclub Fall Festival. For more information about the Booster Club, you can like them on Facebook.
Holy Strombolis, right? Yeah.
I thought Tucker was going to bring a couple tonight, but he didn't. He kind of let us down.
Yeah, you're right there.
Fisher on play action. Look out here. One-on-one coverage. Far side. There is Dockery, but it's incomplete. Rye Cat, senior cornerback, was on the coverage.
Sudden change play. He caught the ball, but he was out of bounds. Threw it over his back shoulder that time. And let's see where he throws it. He's on the end zone line, and he catches it about the 45-yard line. So he threw that 45 yards in the air.
So second down and 10 for the Tigers 6.
3 receivers, top of the screen.
In motion is Elsterman. He's got it on the jet sweep. Vincennes stopped it the first time. Elsterman got away from the initial pursuit, and he gets tangled up at the 10-yard line. That was some hard work for 4 yards. Third down and 6 upcoming.
Good job tackling that time was Colton Duke. Duke, a defensive end, 39 tackles. He's one of the top tacklers coming in.
Fisher came into play tonight, completing 69% of his passes, closing in on 1,500 yards. 22 touchdowns this year, no interceptions. He's staring at a third down and 6 here. Deep own territory at the 9. Fisher, quick pass, caught by Dockery. He has to fight for the first down. Looks like he's short on that far sideline. Needed 7 yards. I think they got about 5, maybe 6.
Right, Cat. I think he's going to be shadowing the outside receivers all night. He makes the stop. Threw it a couple defenders. And the Tigers will say, we're going to play field position here and kick it away.
So Fisher on to punt this year, averaging 37 yards per kick, as long as 55 yards. This will be a tough test as he straddles the goal line of his own end zone. It is 4th and 2. And Fisher kicks it away. High wobbly kick, fair catch called for at the 50, and it was touched by Vincennes. Memorial comes up with it at the midfield stripe. A break for the Tigers, and it's Alex Broshears who scoops it up. Vincennes they did not touch it, but the referee's initial signal was that it's Tigers' ball. Now the referees are going to talk about it. That was very close.
Here, watch it. Let's see, does he touch it? That's the question. And the long snapper, Broshears, out there on punt coverage, and they say, nope, it's a Tiger ball.
So they say it was touched. Tigers get a break now. And they will get a first down just inside the 50-yard line. Fisher hands off Kendrick, galloping through the middle. And he is taken down to the 46-yard line, a pickup of 4. Not sure why the clock stopped on a running play, but it did. I thought it was going to be the last play of the quarter. So Kendrick picks up 4, and Tigers might have one more play here before the quarter break. Horning lines up as the fullback. He blocks for Kendrick, darting right side to the 40. He got tripped up from behind, a yard shy of the first down. A gain of 6, and that will be the final play of the first quarter. Have a choppy end of the quarter, but the Tigers lead at 7-0 on IndianaSRN.
First period, ladies and gentlemen.
Bar for breakfast, featuring all your tasty morning favorites. Rocka Bar for lunch with daily plate specials plus full menu. Rocka Bar for dinner, featuring Evansville's favorite pizza, spaghetti, lasagna, and more. Join us Tuesdays at 7 as trivia night. Rocka Bar, oh yeah.
Hey Indiana, let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
Tigers have the ball here, 3rd down and 2 from the Vincennes 41-yard line. Looked like Vincennes was going to get the ball around the midfield stripe after they got a stop. This punt deep from the Tigers' territory. Fisher kicked it high in the air. Fair catch was called, and they deemed the Vincennes player touched it there at the 50-yard line. The Tigers pounced on it with Alex Broshiers.
It looked like it hit the ground and then bounced up against McCrary.
And from Evansville Memorial, Avery Teague and Kalen Sternberg.
The drive continues. Memorial scored on their first possession. It was a 6-play, 39-yard drive. A touchdown pass from 16 yards out to Max Anslinger.
That was set up by the defense, turning the Vincennes over on downs.
Fisher under center. He tried the hard count. Defense flinched a bit, but they do not jump off sides. Kendrick lowers his shoulder, and he picks up the 1st down, gliding up that right hash mark. Gain of 5, and they'll move the chains.
Tackle on the play, number 59, Brady
Lindauer along with Anderson on the stop, but not after the Tigers move the sticks. 3rd first down. Each team, pair of first downs rushing, each team with 1 touchdown, first down passing. That was the touchdown for the Tigers.
On 1st down, Fisher receives a high snap. He throws to Elsperman. He has his first catch of the night, and he is wrestled out of bounds. The 25-yard line, a gain of 13. Elsperman came in 38 catches for 662 yards. Lead the Tigers in catches, yards, and also touchdowns. 1st down for the Tigers.
And he comes in for his career with over 2,700 yards of total offense. Back-to-back first downs for the Tigers. Elsperman, the number 1 receiver in the SIC, 4th overall in Class 3A.
From the 25, Fisher
play
on the run. He throws. It's caught. There is Dockery. He's been a busy man tonight, and Dockery takes it inside the 10 down to the 6. And that is a gain of 19. 1st and goal for the Tigers.
And we're in the red zone.
That is brought to you by Weichert Realtors, the Schultz Group. They've been supporting the Tigers and Southwest Indiana's real estate needs for over 50 years. Give them a call if you are looking to buy or sell.
Nice job that time. Dockery, he's on that side of the field as a couple of defenders. He's able to gain a couple extra yards. 3 receivers to the top of your screen.
1st and goal. Fisher spins it back pylon, and he leads. Simon Schultz, step or two too far.
Matthew Fisher would like to have that one back because Schultz was open on the end line.
Well, Fisher the last few weeks and really the majority of this year, he has been on target with his passes, so he does not miss too many.
Well, when you're throwing almost 70% completions, that usually adds up that way.
Well, last week he had 12 completions, 350 yards.
And just 16 attempts.
2nd and goal from the 6. Kendrick lines up. The left hip of Fisher.
Bunch formation, top 3.
They fake it to Kendrick. Fisher pump fakes. Finds his man. Middle of the end zone is Luke Elsperman. Touchdown Tigers. 6-yard strike. And for Elsperman, his 11th touchdown grab of the year.
Nice job that time. They pump fake. And Elsperman, he breaks out of that 3-man bunch and comes across. Top of your screen there. He hesitates, finds an open area with the linebackers. And just like that, a minute and then 2nd gone, the Tigers up by 2 scores.
Pate Barrett to kick the PAT. Schultz puts it down. And it is 14-0 Tigers here early second quarter.
And the extra point attempt is good.
Harvey here at Hyundai of Evansville. We love this community and we love these hot deals that we are offering. Like low prices on the new 23 Santa Fe's, now get an additional $2,500 rebate when you finance with Hyundai Motor Finance and get 3-year free maintenance and America's best warranty.
So if you're in the market for a new vehicle, stop in and let us show you some love.
Right here at Hyundai of Evansville, where credit is never a deal breaker.
Where nobody walks away because everybody saves.
Why do our students love Wrights Memorial?
Because I can grow stronger on the field and in my faith. I believe in my teammates. I believe in my classmates. And through Christ, I believe I can accomplish anything.
Come live your faith at Wrights Memorial.
Our Simplicity Furniture scoring drive. Memorial goes 7 plays, 49 yards in 1 minute 36 seconds. Both scoring drives have started in Vincennes territory tonight. Luke Elsterman hauls in his 11th touchdown catch of the year. Matthew Fisher fired his 23rd pass of the year for a score. And it's 14-0 Tigers. Simplicity Furniture. They're located on 1309 North Greenville Road. Have fun shopping for furniture with Kelsey Coslet and his father, Pat. Of course, that was set up after the punt that went off the fingertips of Vincennes at the midfield stripe. Broshears pounced on it, and the Tigers cash in. Barrett with a kickoff, end over end, shorter kick to the 20. It'll be Lindsey on the return. And he got past the initial surge to the 33-yard line.
Good special teams coverage again by the Tigers. Jake Lively.
1st and 10 for the Allisons.
Here's a look at that last touchdown pass. Fisher to Elsterman. Finds the teeth of that defense and a perfect strike.
Good pass protection. Fisher had time.
Also, Vincennes, they've moved the ball some tonight. They've had a 10-play drive that got into Tigers territory before they had to punt.
Again, one back in the backfield, 3 receivers out to the top of your screen to the right.
Mac McCormick gets the handoff, cuts it back inside, and gets a healthy gain of 5.
O'Donohue, the initial hit, along with Bryant. And
about 4 yards on the play.
Also coming up was Brackett.
McCormick came into tonight 47 carries, 324 yards, averaging 6.5 yards per rush.
McCormick's actually started at tailback, and he's done a nice job. Yeah. He's picked up 4, 5, 6 yards a carry.
2nd and 5 from the 38.
Same formation. Those 3 blockers out to the top of the screen actually run to the left.
Lindsey near side of your screen. That's where the pass goes. It's caught for a first down, and he's stuck at the 46-yard line. Pitch and catch of 9 yards. Collins to Lindsey.
Across the 45-yard line.
Lindsey broke his rod off. Joseph Hinkie there ready to make the tackle, but not after the first.
Ball's being placed 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
As you can see here, Hinkie keeping away. Lively helping clean up the tackle. Just under 10 minutes here. Tigers up by 2 scores here in the first half. Again, bunch formation now to the bottom of your screen.
McCormick on the ground, right up the middle. The first tackle keeps those feet moving. Aggressive running as he takes the Tigers defense to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 9, just short of the first down.
Big opening.
Yeah, doing a great job there. McCormick.
9 yards on the run.
Some
good size.
Aggressive running there.
2nd and 1 with the ball placed at the 45-yard line of the Tigers.
So it's 2nd and a yard. Back-to-back drives in which Vincennes has moved the ball into Tigers territory.
Vincennes, like when they get a favorite formation, they run it. They've run this same formation the entire possession.
They're going to throw here on 2nd and short, maybe thinking a free play. 10-yard line, right on target. The sophomore lays it out to Luke Lindsay, the biggest play of the night for Vincennes. They have a 1st and goal from the 6.
That's why he's their favorite receiver. Good protection, top of the screen, the spin and go. Got behind the defender as Kelly saves the touchdown, but Vincennes in the red zone. That one about, 40 yards?
First time in the red zone tonight for Vincennes, trying to get on the board and make it a one-possession game. 8:25 to go here in the second quarter.
McCormick's done a nice job running the football inside the tackles.
He does have 8 rushing touchdowns this year. The quarterback keeps it here, weaving through traffic. And near the goal line is Cooper Collins. Looks like he's down at the 1, a pickup of 5. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal from the 2-yard line.
They say his knee went down at the 2. I thought McCormick would have, but McCormick was the blocker and Collins. I guess when they get down to the goal line, Collins, who's come in rushing for 2 touchdowns.
Well, they do spot at the 1. So it's 2nd and goal from the 1. The quarterback, Collins, does have 2 rushing touchdowns this year.
Formation to the right, all the blockers.
That's where Collins takes it. He was hit the line of scrimmage, did his momentum, carrying him into the end zone. Still no signal. And the Tigers are saying they had the football. Was there a fumble? Still no signal from the referees. The Tigers are celebrating, thinking they have a takeaway. Vincennes thinks they have a touchdown. And all the entire referee crew talking it over right at the goal line.
Well, if the Tigers got the fumble.
No, they're going to say it's a fumble, touchback, recovered by the Tigers.
Fumbled into the end zone. Let's see the replay here.
Broshears was the first to hit him. And you can't tell anything from that replay. There's too many players in the way.
I think we got all 22, or 21 anyway. Tigers give the ball, and who's holding it?
Is that Liam Bryant who has it?
Yes, number 4.
So for the Tigers defense, it is their 12th takeaway this year, 4th fumble recovery. That came on the 1-yard line. It goes in the end zone for a touchback, so bring it out to the 20.
So a couple of crucial turnovers against Vincennes has stopped one touchdown and enabled the Tigers to score another one.
Well, that changes things, doesn't it? Goodness. Thinking 14-7 game. Now the Tigers get it back, leading by 2. And here they start in the Wildcat with Elsterman. He tries to run near side, weaving through traffic. A flag flies in the area of holding, which will make life a bit more difficult.
Tackle by number 61 of the Alice's, Gage Haygood.
See where the hold happens. It's at the 18, or excuse me, the 19. So a yard loss for Elsterman. No, the market at the 18. So this will be half the distance. It'll be a 9-yard holding penalty. And Elsterman rushes for a -2. Second hold against the Tigers.
And while they mark it off, we want to thank Lensing Home Showroom for their sponsorship of tonight's broadcast on IndianaSRN. If you need a new front door, Lensing Home Showroom sells and installs a wide variety of exterior doors. Learn more at lensinghomeshowroom.com.
Still 1st down.
1st and 20 from the Tigers' 10. Fisher, wide receiver screen pass. Anslinger makes the catch. He's got a couple of blockers there. He's able to wiggle his way to the 16, maybe 17-yard line, a pickup of 7. Anslinger does have a touchdown catch tonight of 16 yards.
3rd down.
Boy, you have to have good hands because Fisher just whistled that ball.
2nd down.
The Tigers, the big penalty has put them back deeper on their territory. But give them about a 7-yard gain on that, Jevin. Still 2nd down and long.
Fisher on play action. Throws across the middle. Wide open is Dockery. He gets away from a tackle to the 30. Dockery 40. to the 50. One man left to beat. Dockery 30 to the 20. All the way to the house. Luke Dockery. Touchdown Tigers. 83 yards.
Wow, that was a great catch, great throw, and then a great run. Dockery looks like he might be able to track Letterman. Here's your replay. Fake the run. Dockery curls, makes one man miss, and then Anslinger gets out in front, gets in front of the last defender, and Luke Dockery, 83 yards. That's impressive, and the Tigers up by 3.
Dockery's 5th touchdown catch of the year, and for Fisher, number 24, that is his longest pass completion of the year. Previous was 80 yards when he hooked up with Elsterman in that Mater Dei game, week 4. So what looked like Vincennes, they were a yard away from making it a one-possession game. They fumbled in the end zone for a touchback, and the Tigers, 3 plays later, on an 83-yard touchdown pass, they have a chance to go up 21 points after this Pate Barrett PAT. Tigers by 21 with just over 6 minutes to go here in the first half.
Point attempt is good.
Exactly one.
The goal isn't graduation day. It's a better every day after. It's the first day in your new career. Your first pay raise. The 5th day of that week-long vacation. It's the first paid holiday home with your family. Or the day of your last car loan payment. Much sooner than you thought. At Ivy Tech Community College, we don't just care about your degree, we care about your life. Let's get started at ivytech.edu.
Countdown. 3, 2, 1.
$21-0 Memorial. 6:24 to go in the second quarter. 3 plays, 80 yards in exactly 1 minute. After the Tigers defense forced a fumble at the goal line for a touchback, Luke Dockery has his 5th touchdown catch of the season. And here is the kickoff from Pate Barrett. This one a booming kick drifting toward the goal line, and it is a touchback. And after that catch for Dockery, I mentioned he's been busy tonight. 5 receptions for 134 yards here. He uses his speed after the catch.
And you can see there, nice job. He has definitely improved each and every game this year as Dockery motors down the sidelines and outruns the defenders. Not a bad 10 for 13 for 164 so far for Matthew Fisher.
Oh man, if you're Vincennes, you feel like you're actually playing pretty well, but you're down 21-0. Just a couple of unfortunate breaks on the muff punt and also the fumble at the goal line. Collins will try to run it himself. Gets away from one man in the backfield, then explodes forward. Burst of speed there to the 26. Pickup of 6 for Collins.
Gene along with
gain of about 6 on the play.
Coming up was Jake Brackett.
26-yard line.
Collins looks like he made about 2 or 3 guys miss.
Second and 4 upcoming, just under 6 minutes to go, second quarter. 7-0 Tigers against the 3-4 Alices. Lindsey's in motion, left to right. That's where the pass goes. Lindsey catches, lowers his head. Hard collision past the 30. And it's enough for the first down, a gain of 6.
Well, each team has got 6 first downs. Memorial 2 run and 4 pass, as along with Vincennes. But the difference is the points on the board. Vincennes trails 21-0 here midway through the second quarter. A couple of those, as you talked about, turnovers, the difference. 3 receivers out to the top of the screen.
Mac McCormick gets his first carry of this drive, and he's able to carve out 8 yards to the 40. Tell you what, when McCormick has carried the ball tonight, he has looked sharp.
Good offensive line surge there by the Vincennes Ellis's front five. As I'm sure Coach Salter would say, I'll take 8 yards every first down play. That time what they did with the 3 receiver set, the Tigers actually had to vacate one of their linebackers.
They need 2 yards for the first down. Not going to get it. Back to the line of scrimmage. Brought down is McCormick. Back-to-back carries, 3rd and short.
Broshears, Merkel, and Jake Brackett.
Play is met at the line of scrimmage and stopped.
Well, the last thing Vincennes wants to do is give it back to Memorial here in the second quarter. The Tigers will receive the opening kickoff of the 3rd.
And touchdown drives of 2 minutes and 3 seconds, minute 36 and 1 minute. So the Tigers can score and quickly, as they've demonstrated here tonight.
Third and 2. McCormick, the running back. That's who they go to. McCormick wrapped up by Liam Bryant. And he is going to be shut off a half a yard shy of the first down.
You got to go for it.
That was the strength of Bryant, the 6'3", senior, 215 pounds. Prevented him from getting the first down.
Bryant doing it on defense this year. He was actually the starting quarterback last year for the Tigers against Vincennes in that loss to the Alice's. Coach Salter says, I think, didn't we get a little further? They might come out and measure.
I think what confused him, too, is they announced first down here at the stadium, but there was never a first down signal given. Where they spotted, he looked less than a yard short.
And you'll see it as we do. Great camera work by Sam Doherty.
And they are just a bit short.
Yeah, length of the football. Little help from the Vincennes fans there.
Yeah. I'm sitting right at the first down marker, and McCormick never got past the first down stick, so I think it was a good spot.
And here comes the punt team. They faked it and didn't get it done the first time they tried to punt it. Lost it over on downs in the very first possession of the game.
Tigers don't have anybody back to return the punt. They are protecting against the fake punt, which we've seen once tonight. Now we're ready for action again, and they will kick it away. The short kick that bounced the 35-yard line and takes a Vincennes bounce to the 26. Well, Mel K, they have all your commercial, mechanical, electrical, and plumbing needs. At Mel K, big projects, big solutions.
So the Tigers with 3:08 to go, looking maybe to get another 6 on the board.
Hope you stick around for our halftime show. Tucker Smith will be your host, and his guest this week is president of Memorial High School, Josh Rising. Stay tuned for that conversation. The halftime show is brought to you by Royal Express Car Wash. All right, so the Tigers leading 21-0. Drive starts from their own 26. Here is Kendrick marching left side. He's to the 40-yard line. Kendrick lowers his shoulder, rumbling to the 45-yard line. A healthy gain of 19. Tigers first down, and they will go a little bit of an up-tempo offense with 3 minutes to go here in the first half.
Cat gets him. After he goes from the 26 to the 44. 18-yard pickup. No huddle offense for Memorial. Good acceleration there by Kendrick. Gets deep into the secondary.
Fisher zips it out here to Anslinger. Good one-handed catch. Anslinger takes into Vincennes territory. Tugged down from behind. Twisting to the Vincennes 43-yard line. A flag, though, just in front of the line of scrimmage. It's a hold against the Tigers. Regardless, that was a nice grab, though, by Anslinger one-handed.
Yeah, actually going to give Fisher and Anslinger a couple of yards because the hold happens a couple of yards downfield.
It'll still be first down. Clock stopped with 2:45 remaining.
Block in the back. We'll march it off 10.
Now Matthew Fisher here in the first half has spread out the well. 3 touchdown passes at 3 different targets. Anslinger, Elsterman, and Dockery. The most recent one was an 83-yard touchdown to Luke Dockery. So after the penalty is marked off, first down and roughly 20. 5 wide receivers set, empty backfield. 3-step drop for Fisher. Here comes some pressure on the move. Fisher gets rid of it just in time. The ball flutters, incomplete. There are really no white jerseys there. Fisher was hit as he got rid of that ball.
Yeah, good. Putting a lot of pressure on was Mac McCormick.
We saw McCormick's speed offensively. There we saw it defensively.
Second down.
Fisher's quick of foot as well, but McCormick was there step for step. So now it's second and long.
And the Tigers need to get to the Vincennes 45 to keep the drive alive. 2 receivers, top and bottom of the screen.
Gets rid of it quickly. Caught by Elsterman. Spins at the 40. Gets a couple of yards after the catch. The 42. It's a gain of 5. It'll be 3rd and 15. Clock moving. Coming up on 2 minutes to go. Worth noting as well for Vincennes, if they were to get it back, they have just 1 timeout left.
Rye Cat did a nice job. Elsterman tried to spin away, but Rye had nothing to do with that. 3 receivers, bottom of the screen.
First down will be the Vincennes 45-yard line. Fisher moving to his strong side, sets his feet, launches deep down the field. Dockery cannot track it down. A step too far. And it's 4th and 15.
Matthew Fisher wishes he had that one back, as he had the receiver open. He rolls right. Watch the offensive line. Give him a cushion. Fisher winds up, throws, and just over Dockery's hands.
So now the Tigers will have to punt it. And Vincennes will have one last crack at it.
Second punt for the Tigers. First one went well because Vincennes muffed it and Brochures received it.
Now, Memorial lines up like they're going to go for it, which they will not, and now take a timeout. That was smart because I think Coach Hurley was maybe trying to have Vincennes use their last timeout, catch them off guard. Let's step away here late second quarter.
Does your home's exterior need a makeover? Consider a new entry door from Lensing Building Specialties. Browse classic and modern door styles to boost your home's curb appeal. Explore our wide variety of beautiful and energy-efficient entry and patio doors. Don't worry about the work. Schedule an appointment for our skilled techs to install it for you. Get started at lensingbuildingspecialties.com and make your home feel new again.
A Wrights Memorial education is now more affordable than ever. If you fit within certain income guidelines, you could receive over $6,000 of tuition assistance. Find out if you qualify for an Indiana School Choice Scholarship or other tuition assistance opportunities. Your child, your money, your choice. Visit wrightsmemorial.org for more information.
Back just in time as Fisher gets away this kick. And Vincennes lets it bounce the 20-yard line. And it hops to the 15-yard line. So for Matthew Fisher, his 4th punt inside the 20. Back-to-back weeks he's done that. And Vincennes will have to go 85 yards in a minute 40 with 1 timeout left.
43-yard punt, no return.
Also, Mike, if you're Vincennes here, you like to pick up a first down because Memorial does have 2 timeouts left. You don't want to punt it back, but also you want to be somewhat cautious, right, deep in your own territory.
When you're down 21-3, you've been deep in your own territory, you might try one big play here, and if it doesn't work, you might try to
analysis from the 15.
maybe go into halftime just down
They're going to throw it here on 1st and 10. Collins dancing in the backfield, and down he goes. A sack for the Tigers defense inside the 10.
Connor Hoare, nice job coming in from his defensive tackle, using his quickness here. Watch 38, middle of your screen. Gets double teams, comes through, and gets his arms around Connor's hips and gets the sack.
So a loss of 5. It is the Tigers' 6th sack of the season. He's 2nd and 15. Vincennes 10. McCormick with the handoff, and he's stuck in the backfield. It's a tackle for loss, and now Memorial is trying to call for a timeout. With 47 seconds left, they just burned their second of the half.
Queso Jean and Connor Hoare in and on the tackle.
That's his second tackle for loss of the year. Queso Jean, a 6'1 senior, 220 pounds. So now you have a 3rd and 19 from your own 6. I think Vincennes will just keep it on the ground here to make Memorial use their last time out, but right now they'll have to punt from their own end zone if they don't gain any more yards here.
Yeah, you might get safety zone here because it's on the 3-yard line. Well, the defense for the Tigers, obviously, with no points on the board for Vincennes, have played well. And the passing arm and the receivers. I guess we need to get Simon Schultz. He's the 4th receiver in the passing act as well. He was open there for one time. Fisher couldn't hit him. But a 16-yard pass to Anslinger, a 6-yard pass to Esperman, and an 83-yard pass and run by Luke Dockery from Matthew Fisher. Has paid 3 extra points. That's why we've got 21. So back-to-back got 21. So back-to-back tackles for losses. This drive started at the Vincennes 15. It's down to the 3. They got extra protection there for Collins. They got 2 backs on either side.
Collins hands off to McCrary. Not many carries tonight for McCrary. He gives them breathing room as he's taken down at the 20. Tigers will use that last timeout with 40 seconds, and let's step aside here on IndianaSRN.
Melk, located in Evansville, Indiana, provides mechanical, electrical, and plumbing solutions nationwide. We deliver quality service to the industrial, commercial, and healthcare industries. If you have a big project, we bring big solutions. That includes designing and installing green energy systems that benefit your business. Our in-depth knowledge and commitment to safety make us the perfect partner in MEP contracting. Contact us for an estimate on your next project. Melk, big projects, big solutions.
Why do our students love Wrights Memorial?
Memorial helps me find the right rhythm on stage and in my education. I believe in developing my craft. I believe in building a community. And now, I believe I can hit the right notes in all aspects of life.
Showcase your talents at Wrights Memorial.
Brody Phillips will have to punt for Vincennes with 40 seconds left. Tigers just used their last timeout, hoping to get it in Vincennes territory.
That was crucial, that run there.
Yeah.
Gave them, as you said, a little breathing room, not have to kick from their own end zone.
It was a 14-yard carry for McCrary. Punt is away. Low kick, fair catch at the 43 by the leaping Luke Dockery.
Called for by Memorial.
So Tigers will have a couple of cracks at it. Of course, they have an excellent field goal kicker in Peyton Baird, who's made one from 35 yards this year. Again, hope you stick around for a halftime show with Tucker Smith and Memorial President Josh Rising. See if Memorial can get the 2-for-1 special, a score, and then they get the ball to start the third. Fisher flushed out, surveying, and gets rid of it just in time. He throws it to one of the linemen, which is illegal, but Fisher just had to get rid of it before he was brought down.
Flags on the play.
Well, a lineman's dream, they call it, and Andrew Jones had that turned into a little nightmare because we got flags on the field. Illegal touching.
So it's a 5-yard penalty and a loss to down. It'll be 2nd and 15, which really, I mean, it's better than taking the sack because the clock would have continued to move and you would have lost more yards. So
5-yard penalty on the ineligible.
probably not the worst thing for the Tigers.
All right, let's see what
brings up 2nd down.
Coach Hurley sends in.
And no timeouts, 4 wide receiver set.
Only rushing 3.
Fisher throws low. Elsterman coming out of his route. Ball skipped in front of him a couple of yards. 3rd and 15.
3rd down.
Well, Tigers might run out of downs here before they get a first. Got 3 receivers, bottom of your screen.
They set up the screen. Kendrick catches, has a blocker out in front. Kendrick 40, 35-yard line to the 30. Picks up the first down. It's a gain of 18, which stops the clock with 15 seconds. Tigers will have to hustle up and probably spike it. A great grab by Kendrick. He had to stretch high for that. Fisher hurries and spikes it with 11 seconds.
Well, right now it would be a 47-yard field goal attempt if the Tigers don't get another yard.
2nd down.
Which would be 12 yards past his longest field goal for his career. So if they can get maybe another 10, 15 yards, you might be able to get in Pate Barrett's wheelhouse. Maybe a quick pass out in the flat.
The officials are talking about something.
What it was, he spiked it, but it didn't hit the ground. It actually hit a lineman's leg, I believe. And so, yeah, another 5-yard. Wow, you don't see illegal touches all year, and we've got 2 in the same possession. And that's a loss of down, 3rd down, and that backs them up 5.
Yep.
3rd down from the 35.
Well, I don't know why it's 3rd down. Isn't it 2nd down? Because they got the first down, and then you spiked it, so you'd have to lost it down.
That's right.
It should be second
down. Yep.
Yeah.
They got that one straightened out.
Not that it really matters in the situation. 11 seconds left, but.
Well, they've got the Tampa 2 defense. You've got 2 safeties back about 20 yards to cover anything long pass. Some underneath just beyond the linebackers might work, but then you got to get up there and spike it.
Fisher under pressure, throws it. It's caught by Dockery trying to get out of bounds, and does he? He does. Just shy of the 30, stopping the clock with 3 seconds. It's a short gain of about 4 or 5 yards. So now you have the option of a very long field goal or just one throw toward the end zone.
Yeah, Colton Duke putting pressure on Fisher.
And they're going to try a long field goal.
All right. This will be from the 31. You add 17. This will be a 48-yard field goal attempt.
Again, the longest in his career. Barrett made a 35-yard field goal at Harrison, week 5 of this season. This is only his 3rd field goal attempt of the year. Simon Schultz will put it down on the right hash mark. Well, from where he's putting it down, I'm going to say it's a 49-yard field goal.
Yep.
And they had to reset the play clock. So now we're ready. Can Barrett get it there? It's on the way, hooking, and it is a bit short and off to the right. The first half comes to an end. Tigers win it 21-0 here in week 7.
Field goal attempt comes up short. It's halftime, ladies and gentlemen.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Since 1973, People's Furniture and Mattress Outlet has been operated by 3 generations of the Flitner family. From Stan Sr. to Stan Jr., and now Stan's daughter Susan and her husband Jacob. For the last 50 years, customer service and quality home furnishings has been their goal. Other furniture stores may come and go, but People's Furniture and Mattress Outlet will show you how easy it can get for the next 50 years.
People's Furniture and Mattress Outlet, how easy can it get?
Evansville's original pizza since 1955? Why, it's Rock-A-Bar Pizza, of course. 17 incredible specialty pizzas. Mega Meat, Chicken Barbecue, Rocco Pesto, and Bacon Cheeseburger. Or how about Quesadilla, Chicken Bacon Ranch, Hawaiian Margarita around the world, and their breakfast pizza. Plus all your favorites. Oh yeah, don't forget about their signature salad. It's like none other. Dine in, carry out, or catered. Rediscover Evansville's original and still the best Rock-A-Bar Pizza.
Halftime here at Vincennes. The Tigers in front, 21-0. Let's recap the scoring from the first half. Memorial got on the board with 6:12 to go. First quarter, a 16-yard pass from Matthew Fisher to Max Anslinger. His 4th touchdown catch of the year, capping off a 6-play, 39-yard drive in 2 minutes and 9 seconds. Memorial then scored a minute into the second quarter, a 6-yard pass to Luke Elsterman. That completed a 7-play drive, 49 yards in minute 36. It was Elsterman's 11th touchdown catch of the year. And the final score of the half came from Luke Dockery, 83 yards from Matthew Fisher. A lot of it done with his legs. After the catch, made it 21-0 Tigers, a 3-play, 80-yard drive in exactly 1 minute. For Matthew Fisher, he now has 24 touchdown passes this year. Tigers did have a chance there right before the halftime break. A 48-yard field goal from Pate Barrett came up just a bit short and wide right to keep it a 21-0 Tigers lead, and Memorial will get the ball first to start the third quarter. Coming up next, it'll be our conversation with Tucker Smith and president of Memorial, Josh Rising, here on IndianaSRN.
Rock-A-Bar for breakfast, featuring all your tasty morning favorites. Rock-A-Bar for lunch with daily plate specials plus full menu. Rock-A-Bar for dinner, featuring Evansville's favorite pizza, spaghetti, lasagna, and more. Join us Tuesdays at 7 as Trivia Night. Rock-A-Bar, oh yeah.
Why do our students love Wrights Memorial?
Because our academics prepare students to succeed in college and in life. I believe in educating our students to their highest potential. I believe in creating a welcoming, faith-based learning environment. And I believe a Memorial education is the foundation for a bright future.
Explore the endless possibilities at Wrights Memorial.
Hello and welcome back to Inman Stadium here in Vincennes, Indiana. You're watching Memorial Football live on IndianaSRN. Tigers leading Vincennes Lincoln 21-0 here at half. This is your Royal Express Car Wash halftime show. I'm Tucker Smith alongside special guest Josh Rising, president of Memorial High School. Thanks for being here, Josh.
It's a pleasure to be here next to you, Tucker.
Appreciate that. Well, Josh, so first year as president, but obviously no stranger to Memorial High School. So how's the first year going?
Really well. I couldn't ask for a better team to work with. So, I don't know. It's really fantastic. Having Christian exit in the way that he did, there really wasn't much of a transition. He made a lot of changes that were fantastic for the school. And so really I'm excited about continuing on with the path that he's kind of led us down. But overall, there's just been a lot of work to be done ultimately.
Sure.
Bree, our director of advancement and alumni relations, she just had a baby not too long ago. So she's out on maternity leave, and then we had Brian have his baby recently, and he went out for a little while. And then our maintenance supervisor had some knee surgery. So it's just trying to cover a lot of bases with some folks. So
Sure.
it's an exciting time, though. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Absolutely. Well, and like you were saying, not a stranger to Memorial. In your previous role, Director of Finance and Operations, correct?
Yeah.
So, you kind of come from that business background a little bit more than the development side of things, but I think it's a good fit for the school and the community, and I think you're doing a great job so far. So
Thank you.
Good job on that.
Thank you, Tucker.
Well, as always, like you said, lots going on here at Memorial High School. Lots of postseason success for all of our athletics. Girls golf team just got back from state finals where they placed 18th in the entire state. So proud of them. Thank you. Appreciate that. Got to plug them a little bit there. So boys soccer playing in sectional finals at Heritage Hills next week. We got boys tennis who won regionals. They play semi-state at Jasper tomorrow, so go out and support them if you get the chance.
And they are fun to watch.
They are fun.
They are a blast.
They are fun.
I haven't really been exposed to tennis much in my life. We played as young children with my family at US ice courts on a regular basis, but again, it was just hitting balls back and forth. We had no technique whatsoever, and so I've learned a lot watching our kids, both last year and this year, and they're just the way that they can control the ball is, I don't know, it's mind-boggling to me. But they're a blast. So yeah, anybody can get out there to watch them. Please go.
You're right. It takes a lot of eye-hand coordination because I've actually got a couple of golfers on the boys team that are tennis players as well, and I think those kind of things go hand in hand. So good luck to them as they continue on their postseason run here. And then we've got volleyball, who's still in regular season right now. They got sectionals next week. Cross country, city and SIC tournament tomorrow, so check them out if you get a chance. I know they don't get a lot of fans, kind of similar to golf, so if you can check them out, watch them run, that'll be fun to do. I'm always amazed this time of year. It seems like every year we have these same conversations about how our postseason success in athletics is just it's so impressive. I mean, there are so many of our sports teams that are advancing deep into postseason play, and we're not the biggest school in Indiana for sure, and a lot of these sports are single-class sports, and it's really impressive that we're able to compete at this level. So congratulations to everybody that's made it in postseason play, and good luck to everybody else.
Yeah, I think a lot of that has to do with both our community involvement. You look back at our stands, not just here, we're an hour away from Evansville. We got a good showing today. Student support's fantastic, but really every single game that we go to, it seems like, regardless of where we're at, our stands are considerably fuller.
Yeah.
And we follow the teams wherever they go. And not only that, but like from a partner school perspective, a lot of our kids start when they're extremely young.
Sure.
And it's just that community involvement and that support throughout the entire timeline from kindergarten all the way up through our senior years.
Right. Well, I even look at it from a standpoint of, I think it's like 86% of our student body is involved in athletics, and I think that's a high number in the state, comparatively speaking to other schools. So it's impressive that we have so many students that are involved both athletically and academically. And you mentioned partner schools. We've got our open house coming up October 24th. So any of those families that are maybe looking to come to Memorial and just kind of want to see what it's all about, that open house is a great opportunity to come. Brian Heathcott does a great job as our director of enrollment and doing that part of it and making sure that we can get families and kids involved. So definitely check that out if you're interested. Open house October 24th. If you need more information on that, you can register an RSVP on Facebook and on our website as well. But
it'll be that evening from 6 to 8 p.m. A lot of our teachers are there, a lot of our clubs. It's a great way to just walk around and figure out what Memorial is all about.
Well, and especially, I know some people have seen the school and seen the renovations going on.
Yeah.
But there's currently a lot of renovations going on at school. So
yeah,
tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say it online or on the air, but the less exciting one is the chillers, but that's absolutely necessary for the comfort for our students, because those were on the end of their life. Let's just say that. So that project
they're working well now.
They are very well, almost to the point where they're chilling too well. So that's the major one that we're just about finished with, and that was the biggest one so far. And thanks again to the Cook Foundation for making that possible, along with a number of other donors.
Sure.
We are almost near the completion of our chapel renovation as well. This is one of those design builds where we didn't exactly where we didn't have all of the construction drawings done. So we've kind of been going and making changes on the fly as we go. So that slows things down a bit, but we're really looking forward to probably mid-November, whenever the bishop is going to come and do the altar dedication. What's really fantastic about that is, I don't know, I'm in the deacon program and I just eat this saint stuff up. So we have a relic from Blessed Basil Moreau, who is the first canonized saint for the Brothers of Holy Cross. And his relic will be in the altar underneath the Mensa.
Oh, wow.
That's
really cool.
It's fantastic.
Well, already, I mean, I know it's not done yet, but it is already just a beautiful chapel. And it's going to be great for our students to be able to use that. Staff as well, faculty, staff, students. It'll be great. I know we're going to have adoration and everything going on in there. So it's going to be a really cool addition. Not that we didn't have a chapel before, but this is going to be a next level for us.
Well, and there's something about the sacred space that's supposed to elevate our minds and our hearts to something that's divine and beyond us here. And I think being in that space, I mean, again, the chapel that we had before, it was fine, it was great. Sure. But when we're talking about things that are truly beautiful, especially with the woodwork that's going to be in there and the tile work, all of the intricate designs everywhere and the elements, and for the folks that made that possible is fantastic as well.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Well, speaking of the holy part, we need to talk about Holy Strombolis.
Yeah. Well, I was
gonna
ask you earlier, like, does this headset make me look fat? But I heard that the camera adds about 20 pounds, and I'm like, maybe I should have had 3 of those Holy Strombolis this week. They are delicious. I actually went to, I'm going to say it, the West Terrace booth last night, because I was walking past and I saw they had a Stromboli for sale as well. I'm like, I got to taste some of this competition.
Yeah, but theirs weren't blessed, though.
They weren't blessed. No. I did not feel all divine and closer to Jesus by eating that.
So I'm not going to say the priest that said this, but I have heard that potentially if you have 3 or more Strombolis Holy Strombolis down at Fall Fest, you may not have to go to church on Sunday this week. I don't know if that's true. I heard it. So if you get a chance to go down to Fall Fest tomorrow, I'll be working in the booth all day. So come down and see me. Grab some Holy Strombolis from Memorial's Booster Club Fall Fest booth. Be a great time. I know it's always packed on Saturdays, but it's a good time.
It'll be great. And I'm pretty sure the bishop didn't give dispensation to anybody for eating.
You probably need to clarify that. Yes,
yeah,
you're right on that. But we did get our ingredients in the booth blessed, and we appreciate Deacon
Thank you, Deacon Charlie Caressel, for doing that for us. It was it was a great experience, and I don't know, anytime we can get that type of exposure, it's been fantastic.
Absolutely. Well, ending on this note, we've had a lot of loss here in the last couple of weeks in the Memorial community, and one of those losses most recently was Sam Timbarge. I struggle with even putting words to describe that guy and what he meant to the Memorial community. It won't be the same at football games. It won't be the same at basketball games. And our thoughts and prayers go out to the entire Timbarge family, and we're here for him, and we miss you, Sam. So thank you for everything you did. So
prayers to him and his family. I actually said a rosary for him, not only for our team's success today, but also for the repose of his soul.
There's no doubt in my mind he's in a better place.
Oh, so. Absolutely. He was so full of joy. He'll be missed.
Absolutely. Well, ending on that, Josh, again, thank you for all that you do for Memorial. Thank you for being here tonight. We appreciate it.
Likewise.
We've got some SIC scores, some Kipley's SIC scores here. It looks like Castle's beaten Central 42-7, so that'll be a running clock in the second half. Mater Dei up on Harrison 21-7. Wrights is up on Bossy 21-0. And then you got Jasper up on North 21-6. Some outside of the SIAC scores. Gibson Southern has now just taken the lead against Mount Vernon 24-20. That's a close game, one to watch, especially since there's a possibility of playing them in postseason. You got Heritage Hills up on Princeton 35-0. So again, running clock in the second half on that one. And Southridge beating North Posey 21-0 at half. Thanks again for joining us here on IndianaSRN. You're watching the Memorial Tigers here during the Royal Express Car Wash halftime show. Royal Express Car Wash provides daily 24/7 car washing in Evansville, Located right off the Lloyd Expressway on Pearl Drive on the west side, the Rupp family gives you fast and convenient one-time washes as well as unlimited wash plans, all at affordable prices. Want to thank all of our sponsors, especially the Royal Express Car Wash family, the Rupps, and everything that they do. Again, you're watching Memorial Football live here on IndianaSRN.
Rock-A-Bar for breakfast, featuring all your tasty morning favorites. Rock-A-Bar for lunch with daily plate specials plus full menu. Rock-A-Bar for dinner, featuring Evansville's favorite pizza, spaghetti, lasagna, and more. Join us Tuesdays at 7 as Trivia Night. Rock-A-Bar, oh yeah.
Why do our students love Wrights Memorial?
Because our academics prepare students to succeed in college and in life. I believe in educating our students to their highest potential. I believe in creating a welcoming, faith-based learning environment. And I believe a memorial education is the foundation for a bright future.
Explore the endless possibilities at Wrights Memorial.
Caressel Landscape has provided landscape services to customers in the Evansville area for over 20 years. The company started small in the late 1990s and has grown to where it is today because of a devoted effort to provide quality and personable service. The goal of our staff is to consistently meet and exceed our customers' expectations while adding value to each property we visit. Call us today at 812-853-6868 for all your landscape needs.
Those Casey's dugout where the flavor's on fire. Pizza so good it'll take you higher. From Evansville, repping the town. Hot slices, cold drinks, best spot around. We're different, come see, we got what you need. Ice cold ski, that's the drink for your feet. Crispy crust, toppings for eternity. Come for the pizza, stay for the company. Those Casey's dugout where the flavor's on fire.
Just about ready for the start of half number 2. Memorial leading Vincennes 21-0 with Mike Scavara. I'm Jevin Redmond. Sam Doherty on camera. Nick Lewis is our producer. Big thanks to Josh Rising, the president of Memorial. He was our halftime guest with Tucker Smith. Well, reviewing the first half, Mike, if you're Vincennes, I think you would have to be encouraged. I thought they played pretty well. They had really 2 unfortunate breaks. The one where you had the fair catch, guy has the ball go off fingers, Tigers get the midfield stripe. They cash in. And also, at one time it was 14-0. Vincennes has the ball at the 1-yard line. They fumble into the end zone for a touchback, recovered by the Tigers. And if you don't fumble there, it's a whole new game.
Yeah, those two turnovers are critical because the Memorial Tigers were able to capitalize on a couple of those as scoring drives for Memorial, very efficient. Of the 3 scoring drives, 2 minutes and 3 seconds, 1:36, and 1 minute. As Vincennes, we've got unofficially, thanks to Sam Mattingly and the stat crew, they have 129 yards of offense. Memorial yards shy of 200 as Matthew Fisher unofficially 13 of 23 for 169 yards and 6 of those receptions for 138 yards for Luke Dockery. As defensively, as always, Alex Brashear unofficially 12 tackles here in this first 2 periods. As Dylan Kendrick 6 carries for 40 yards on the offense. As again, the Tigers looking to go 8-0 and clinch at least a tie in the championship of the Southern Indiana Athletic Conference as the rivalry week will plan out. As again, we've got the draw this Sunday for the state finals. That'll be on the IHSAA Champions Network, and that will be 5 o'clock Central Time Sunday, 6 o'clock Eastern Time. And all that all-important draw in Sectional 32. Both of these teams could meet in a couple weeks, Jevin.
They very well could. Well, the Tigers will get the ball first to start the third quarter. Memorial had 2 chances to score before the end of the second quarter. The half actually ended on a 48-yard missed field goal from Pate Barrett. Was a little bit short and it hooked to the right.
Well, The Tigers only had the ball 7 minutes and 45 seconds that first half, for 16-15 for Vincennes. Memorial 8 first downs, Vincennes 6. The Tigers did have 5 penalties for 40 yards, one just for 10 yards for Vincennes. As we are about ready for second half action to begin. Do you begin with something like an onside kick or a squib kick?
I was thinking that they've been aggressive tonight with the fake punt. And we'll see if they want to be aggressive to start the third quarter. Tigers have 3 back to return the kick. Elsterman is the deepest man. Kendrick's also back there. And so with that, our third quarter is underway, and Vincennes kicks it deep. Ball bounces at 20. Return, middle of the field. That's Dockery. Stretches it far side and turns the corner a bit before he is hit hard at the 29-yard line. And the Tigers offense, we mentioned Matthew Fisher, 13 of 23 passing in the first half.
And Dockery catches it outside the 1 hash mark, and they had the return on. Usually when you return, you have it to your bench side. Well, what they were able to do, Dockery picks up about 14, 15 yards, but he has to run about 50 yards in order to do that. 3 receivers, bottom of your screen. See what Coach Hurley's put in for the first play of the Tigers offense here at start second half.
Elsterman, the single wide receiver to the far side. Kendrick is the running back. First play of the third quarter is a handoff to Dylan Kendrick. He slices through the Vincennes defense, stays on his feet, carrying 3 or 4 Alice tacklers, and Kendrick refusing to go down. He was lifted up in the air for a moment, and Kendrick got right around 10 yards on the first carry.
Yeah, he got the first down.
It is a first down, Tigers.
First down,
so it actually goes for 11 yards to Kendrick. The junior showing his strength there.
The 42-yard line, 1st and 10.
2 receivers either way.
Again.
Push, push, push. You go to the whistle.
Balance set.
Underneath passes, just 10 yards beyond line of scrimmage, because Vincennes is playing 2 deep safeties. So the intermediate passes are going to be open.
Fisher's throw on point. It is Elsterman gliding into Vincennes territory. The lightning quick senior takes it to the 42-yard line. 2 plays, 2 first downs to start the third.
Well-designed play, good pitch and catch with the 2 seniors. And no huddle offense.
The Tigers go up-tempo here, trips to the near side from the Vincennes 42-yard line.
Place at the 42-yard line, 1st and 10 from the 42.
And Vincennes just 3 down linemen. They go 5 across with linebackers about 5 yards beyond the line of scrimmage.
There's a quick pass. They hook up with Elsterman, and he gets 4 or 5 yards after the catch as he is slung out of bounds at the 36. It's a pickup of 6.
It's like a long handoff there. A couple of back-to-back passes. So quickly in the Vincennes territory, drive starting on the, worked at the 29, but it looks like that was probably closer to the Memorial 30.
Yep, 3 plays is taken to the Vincennes 36. Opening drive, third quarter, 21-0 Tigers.
3 receivers inside. Now the third inside receiver, that's Max Angslinger. He does not have a man over him, so he might be the favorite target here.
Well, they run it with Kendrick, and he's able to rumble to the 33-yard line, a pickup of 3. It's 3rd and short.
Yeah, with 3 down linemen, you got a lot of running lanes there at the point of attack on the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 1.
Now Vincennes is going back to the 4-man front.
Dockery single wide receiver near side. Hard count, got him to jump offsides and a free first down.
First down by penalty here tonight for either team. Yeah, they were going to bring some people. And so they did bring them, but it was too quickly.
5-yard penalty.
So they march it in. They'll mark it at what, at the 28?
Penalty.
And they'll move the sticks.
That's the third.
Ball on the left hash mark. A lot of room out to the right. And you got single coverage out here. with Simon Schultz.
They pitch it to the far side. Kendrick tries to follow his blockers. He squeezes through, staying in bounds to the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 8. A few good runs here by Kendrick to start the third. It's officially a 7-yard carry to the 21. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Tigers very methodically, offensively moving downfield to start this second half.
Fisher, they set up the screen pass. Elsterman catches. Got a good block to the 15. 10-5, a walk-in touchdown. Luke Elsterman, his second one of the night. And the Tigers strike on the opening drive of the third quarter.
21-yarder. That's what they call a bubble screen. I'm not sure they use that term anymore. But they'll fake to the running back. No, he actually goes out to the side. Elsterman comes back in behind the line of scrimmage. And the lineman, since the ball was caught behind the line of scrimmage, can be downfield. Got some good blocking there by the up front 5. And just like that, the minute 57 seconds, the Tigers get on the board to start the second half.
Pate Baird on for the PAT. And his kick is perfect. Tigers get the ball first. They open the second half on a 6-play scoring drive, and they lead 28-0.
Licensed Sports Official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 21 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter @IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now @IndianaSRN.
Simplicity Furniture scoring drive. Memorial 6 plays. They get 4 first downs and a touchdown. 70-yard drive in a minute 57. Screen pass to Luke Elsterman, 21 yards. His second touchdown catch of the night. He has 12 on the season. And for Matthew Fisher, it's his 4th touchdown pass of the evening, and he has 25 on the year. Simplicity Furniture, they're located at 1309 North Greenville Road in Evansville. Have fun shopping for furniture with Kelsey Kozlet and his father, Pat. Barrett with a kickoff. It is a touchback.
Second touchback of the night for Pate.
And the Owls will have the ball 1st and 10 from the 20.
Thanks to Rocka Bar, they're a proud sponsor of Tigers football. You can join them at 4600 Washington Avenue in Evansville. Stop by after the game or for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Their menu not only has your favorite salads and pizzas, but also other fine food.
See the Tigers defense dials up here. And Vincennes, as you talked about at the halftime, they've had opportunities, just have not been able to cash in here at Inman Field.
Two-back setup here out of the pistol is Cooper Collins, a sophomore quarterback who's made a handful of good plays in the game. Here he hands off to Mac McCormick. McCormick with a strong leg, stays on his feet. He's slung forward for the first down. McCormick got 12 yards to the 32-yard line.
2 Tigers were trying to grab for him, and I think they negated each one's efforts. But McCormick did a nice job. He's been carrying the ball. He's probably getting close to 80, 90 yards so far. Is a good reason you have to wrap up with the shoulder and drive him to the ground. They didn't that time. And McCormick made him pay. And they put 2 backs in the backfield now to a little extra protection for Collins.
Back to the ground game. This time it is McCrary, another senior running back, and he slides right through there to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 10 and a first down for Vincennes. So back-to-back first downs.
Yeah, it also gives you an extra blocker up there. So you've got 5 offensive linemen plus another back in the backfield. You've got 6 guys up there trying to move the pile And good effort. Again, McCormick, also McCrary, they are two strong runners. So Vincennes and Coach Salters, their halftime talk, they found a path of 2 plays, 2 first downs.
Collins moving to his strong side, zips one too high for Luke Lindsay.
And just a deep, quick out, about 10 yards. Collins actually had some running room there if he wanted to.
Second and 10 upcoming. McCrary and McCormick in the backfield with Collins. This is the first drive of the second half for Vincennes. They trail 28-0. They fake it to McCrary. McCormick gets the carry, and he lunges forward to the 46-yard line, a short gain of 3.
Luke Lively comes up, makes a tackle from his secondary position, but he picks up about 3 yards.
Luke Lively, even though he works in the secondary, he came in third on his team in tackles.
Yeah, when they get a run game going, there's run scheme, they'll bring him down almost like an 8-man front. And if you look at there, Lively is right there. They got a single high safety right now, and he's not only that, he's directing traffic out there. Now he's going to go back, play safety, and they bring up Kelly.
3rd and 7, Lindsay in motion. The pass goes away from him far side, caught by the running back McCormick. Throw was kind of led too far. McCormick caught it right at the line of scrimmage, no gain. 4th down, and we'll see what Coach Salters wants to do here, trailing by 28.
Yeah, pass, he had to stretch to make the catch, and with that falling down. So Vincennes goes from their 20 to their own 45, and they'll bring in Phillips again to punt it away.
Yeah, Brody Phillips is a sophomore. He'll boot it away with 2 Tigers per usual. Back deep to return Elsterman and Dockery. So the Tigers offense gets a score, and now they get a stop.
Vincennes a couple of first downs, moved it out towards midfield.
Not a bad kick by Phillips. Dockery backs up. He'll return from the 25-yard line. Flag flies, and out of bounds goes Dockery.
Flag on the play.
There's a lot of commotion from the Tigers side. I'm not sure what was going on else following the runner and Dockery, but the flag here near side should negate that return by Dockery.
I think probably a block in the back right around on the 39, 38-yard line. So Dockery will get about a 15-yard punt return. But they'll lose most of that on the block in the back. And the Tigers had 5 penalties for 40 yards in that first half. And they'll get another one here. They'll mark it from the 38 back to the 28. And that's where the Tigers will set up shop.
Tigers hoping for a score here so they can get a running clock for the 4th straight week. They mark it off the 28-yard line. Again, the opening drive this 3rd quarter. Memorial went 6 plays, 70 yards in a minute 57. Very businesslike on the drive. We'll get some scores in here after this first play for the Tigers offense. Again, our scores around the SIAC are always brought to you by Kipley's. They're on the corner of the Lloyd Expressway and Bakey Avenue. Join them before or after the game for great food and fun.
Good job by Tucker Smith. Double duty, halftime interviews and getting those updates on the scores. Great job, Tucker.
Fisher passes to Elsterman. Quick connection, got a block, turns the corner of the 40. It's a gain of 12 and a first down for Memorial. Those scores that I mentioned, the SIAC, Castle thumping Central 49-7. These are all 3rd quarter scores, by the way. Mater Dei on top of Harrison 31-7. Wright's leading Boise 21-zip, and Jasper on top of North 21-6. 2 scores outside of the SIAC, Gibson Southern and Mount Vernon, a tight game. Gibson Southern 24, Mount Vernon 20. Here's a pass near side to Dockery, and Dockery takes it to the midfield stripe. And the final score update, Southridge leading North Posey 28-0.
Quentin Butler almost had an interception. Same play, basically the other way. So we saw the replay earlier with Elsperman doing a good job. Watch here. Butler, I think he actually overran the ball. But Dockery, presence of mind to catch it.
So maybe a step slower, and he would have had 6.
Yeah.
Instead, the Tigers get 9 yards on that play. It's 2nd and 1. Fisher backpedals, slings it right on target to Dockery for a first down.
Already the 6th first down of the second half. You know, you look at the receivers for more, and again, they work on it reps. It's all repetition. Now watch Dockery. He'll go down, he'll stop, and he'll come back to the football. The 4 receivers of Dockery and Schultz and Anslinger and Elsperman, they do a tremendous job, and that isn't by accident. Those guys, along with Fisher and Kendrick, they work on the passing game all the time.
We don't have stats in live time. That's what, 7 or 8 catches tonight for Dockery.
Exactly. He had 6 coming in at
fullback, this
halftime.
is Horning. It's his first carry of the night. And he takes it to the 40-yard line, a pickup of 3. Horning came in 32 carries for 180 yards, averaging 5.5 per carry.
Landed one of those just team players. He works hard every play. The blocks. He'll get a running play. And then now Coach Hurley will flash in a sign to Fisher. They'll go out of the I formation. They'll offset Horning out to the left, going from the right hash mark.
Halfway through this third quarter, and on 2nd and 7, Kendrick right up the middle, drives a pile to the 35-yard line, gaining 5.
Certainly in 4-down territory here for Memorial. Just shy of the 35-yard line. They mark it. Yeah, Memorial 28 points, 4 touchdown passes by the senior Matthew Fisher.
He goes under center I formation with Horning the fullback, Kendrick the running back. It's play action. Kendrick got a good block. He zips it down the field. 1-on-1 coverage and over the head of his intended target down there right around the 5-yard line.
Anslinger.
That was Max Anslinger, who does have a touchdown catch tonight. It'll be 4th down and 3. And I mentioned 4-down territory. Tigers will go for it.
Yeah, Vincennes had kind of stacked the box. They brought a couple linebackers up. 4 down linebackers now with the wide out formation. Again, the Tigers going with a tight end here in this formation.
Bit of a hard count by Fisher. Play clock now inside of 10 seconds. He got them to jump earlier in this quarter. 4th and 3. Kendrick up the middle. Gets the first down and almost broke it as he is brought down around the ankles, the 26-yard line, a gain of 10.
Yeah, this drive starting at the 28-yard line of the Tigers with 7:35 to go. And they've done it methodically.
Leighton Battles on the top.
They had 8 first downs, Jeff, in that first half. They've already got 7 here in the third quarter. We're just a little more than halfway done.
Now we have a stoppage as Vincennes wants to talk with our white hat referee, Dave Snyder.
Is it a timeout or what?
Well, we have not been given the timeout signal. Memorial heads over to their sideline. It is a timeout. We'll step aside.
Rock-A-Bar for breakfast, featuring all your tasty morning favorites. Rock-A-Bar for lunch with daily plate specials plus full menu. Rock-A-Bar for dinner, featuring...
Tigers have a 1st and 10 from the 26. Elsperman in motion right to left, and it is Kendrick on the ground, marching forward. Spins off a tackle to the 18, a pickup of 8. So I want to clarify, when we went to break, we thought Vincennes called a timeout. When we came back, they wound the clock, so there was not a timeout called, so I'm really not sure what happened, to be honest.
Well, there was a stoppage of play, and we got a commercial in for some of our fine sponsors. That's what happened. Again, thank all the sponsors, not only this game, but all season long, both our element sponsors and our season sponsors. Tigers doing it on the ground. Again, they offset Horning, the fullback, out to the left of Fisher. Kendrick
takes it up the middle again, and it's a first down as they're inside the red zone. That was play number 9 of this drive. Again, Red Zone is brought to you by Weikert Realtors, the Schultz Group, supporting the Tigers and Southwest Indiana's real estate needs. For over 50 years, give them a call if you're looking to buy or sell.
Yeah, Horning and Kendrick on either side of Fisher could get a lead blocker here, cross block.
Here is Horning. He cuts it up the middle. He was pancaked by the junior Mac McCormick, but Horning able to gain 5 yards.
All the way down to the 10-yard line.
We're talking about time of possession in the first half. Memorial has had the ball for nearly this whole third quarter.
Yeah, they had it, well, a minute 57 in their first touchdown drive, and this drive started with 7:35. So they've had it for 4 minutes this possession.
Fisher spins one to the end zone. Easy catch, touchdown. Luke Dockery, his second one tonight.
Luke Dockery and the Memorial.
Memorial. Matthew Fisher, 5 touchdown passes. That's a career game high.
For Dockery, his 6th touchdown catch of the season. And Pate Barrett will try to provide the PAT. That will give us a running clock. And the kick is good. 35-0 Tigers here on IndianaSRN.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Five touchdown passes tonight for Matthew Fisher, 2 of which have gone to Luke Dockery, the most recent one from 10 yards out. Capping off an 11-play drive, 72 yards, 4 minutes and 5 seconds. And that is brought to you by Simplicity Furniture, and we will get the running clock the remainder of this game.
Yeah, we'll get some thank yous in as we get the fourth quarter going.
Inside the 5, a return for Luke Lindsay. And Lindsay is yanked down by Connor O'Donohue.
Well, Tigers, let's see what they kind of do defensively. They got their first unit still in there for the most part.
I want to thank Evansville Hyundai. Be sure to stop by the Evansville Hyundai Auto Dealership for your next purchase of a new or used car. They are located on Evansville's east side. It's home to the 100,000 miles powertrain warranty and 3 years free maintenance.
Grayson Carter in there as middle linebacker as Alex Barshier's day is done. So last week we had a running clock with 3:47 to go in the third. This week it's with 3.5 to go.
Under pressure is Collins. He'll use his legs to escape. Does gain 4.
Second and 6. From the 25-yard line.
Yes, Coach Johnson getting a couple of fresh guys in there defensively.
So we'll start to see some reserves trickle in throughout this end of the third quarter.
Campbell and Hawkins at the 2 D tackles.
Tigers led 21-0 at half, and they've scored all 14 points so far this third quarter. Second drive for Vincennes. Here is McCormick. McCormick cuts it up middle of the field. And he takes it past the 35-yard line, a healthy gain of 13. It'll move the chains for Vincennes.
Great acceleration of McCormick getting close to 100 yards rushing.
To the 37-yard line.
And a running clock. As you can see the replay here. Good job, acceleration by McCormick there.
They fake it to McCormick. Pass caught by Lindsey. Stiff arm at the 45-yard line, out of bounds. At the midfield stripe, that's a gain of 13. Another first down for the Alices.
Another tough pass. Again, right hash mark, throwing it across the field near the boundary. And they get it out to midfield. See, the ball's on the right hash mark. He fakes the run and throws it out there. Lindsey makes a man miss, gets out of bounds.
Be intrigued by how Collins develops throughout his high school career. I mean, keep in mind, just his 4th varsity start tonight at quarterback, and at times he is really impressed.
Exactly.
Could be the final play of this third quarter from the 50-yard line. It is McCormick right up the gut. Forward progress shut off at the 44-yard line as he gains 6 yards.
Hawkins and Bryant on the stop. That could be our last play of the quarter, Jed.
And I think it will be. So the Tigers had the ball twice offensively. They score a pair of touchdowns, building on their 21-point halftime lead. And after 3 here at Vincennes, all Tigers, 35-0.
I'm Keith Myers, Vice President of IndianaSRN. Thanks for joining us. Do you know IndianaSRN broadcasts 350 games a year? All sorts of sports? Yeah, we do. Hard to believe, isn't it? IndianaSRN loves to put student athletes first on our website. If you're a business out there, we probably could help you too. Contact us at coach@indianasrn.org. Grandma from out of state thanks you. Mom and Dad who can't get to the game thanks you as well. In fact, our athletes watch the games over and over again. Our military has enjoyed the games as well. So sit back and enjoy the game. It's IndianaSRN.
To the fourth quarter we go, 35-0 Tigers, and each week so many people involved, making this a smooth operation on IndianaSRN, and Mike Scavar has some thank yous.
Yeah, from Memorial, our halftime guest, President Josh Rising, our principal, Aaron Schmidt, our athletic director, Chad Dockery, our head coach, John Hurley, marketing director, Tucker Smith, administrative assistants, Patty Van and Amy Broshears for Vincennes Lincoln High School, Superintendent Greg Parsley, Shay Duke, the principal athletic director, Chris Lancaster, head coach Levi Salters, administrative assistants Candace Beard, and as you talked about, Nick Lewis, our producer, and Sam Doherty, our camera guy. 35-0, the Memorial Tigers defense with the running clock, looking to see if they can put a shut-up on the board. They have not had one so far this year, Jeff.
If you have the ticket, please come to the press box.
Fourth quarter starts with a 2nd down and 4. Collins launches it near side, and a leaping attempt. It's incomplete. Luke Lindsey was the intended target, covered by Wes Kelly. Joseph Hickey was also in the vicinity.
And he launched that one. As we said, Lindsey started at quarterback, went to receiver, has been the favorite receiver of Collins, and throws it from midfield, and the ball in there inside the 15-yard line.
We did see a long pass completion in the first half. Collins to Lindsey, what was that, about 40 yards?
Yeah, got it down close, but then Vincennes fumbles in the end zone, and that negated that scoring attempt. And the clock running. Lindsey going deep again.
Collins sets his feet, spins one to Lindsey, and I think he caught it before it hit the grass at the 35-yard line, a gain of 9.
First down.
At the 35-yard line, first down yardage for the Alices.
And Memorial Tigers defensively, they're just about everybody. Got Kelly still out there. Got Lively still out there in the secondary.
To the ground game they go. Brayton McCrary gains 3.
David Hinkie on the stop for Memorial.
Well, you belong at Ivy Tech. They have 5 terms each year, flexible scheduling, and the most affordable tuition and books in the state. There's always a great time to begin at Ivy Tech. Join them for Tuesdays at the Tech.
Vincennes on the Tigers' 32-yard line. 10 minutes to go in the game. And they'll overload to the left.
Quarterback keeps it. Collins dives forward for a gain of a yard.
And on the tackle is Teddy Pugh. That's the one thing about being so many quarters where the first units have not been out there. You've got a lot of underclassmen, freshmen, sophomores, and some of the juniors. They're getting varsity playing time, invaluable experience. Again, now in the 8th game, this is going to be 14 quarters where the starters basically have not played either a full quarter or a partial quarter.
Vincennes will take a timeout with 9:11 to go. Still 35-0 Tigers.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt, it's not a game.
Insulting referees, it's not a game.
Threatening officials, it's not a game.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes, it's not a game.
Violent language in the stands, it's not a game.
Verbal abuse from the sideline, it's not a game.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot, it's not a game.
Still early 4th quarter. Memorial leading Vincennes 35-0. Alice's just took a timeout. 3rd and 7. From the Tigers' 32-yard line. Here's a quick hitter, and it is successful to Mac McCormick. He tumbles the 20-yard line. 12-yard completion. Collins to McCormick on play number 9 of this drive, and a first down for Vincennes. Ball resting just inside the red zone. Vincennes trying to get on the board. It's their 2nd trip into the red zone tonight. First one resulted in a fumble at the goal line. Collins will fling it far side. 101 coverage, turning around, and it's caught. Touchdown, Alice's. They're on the board thanks to a 20-yard pass to Luke Lindsay. His 3rd touchdown catch of the season, and for the sophomore Collins, his 6th pass. 10-play drive.
And they need, with a running clock, the clock needs still to be running. All right. And nice pass out there in the flat. 19 yards.
And so Vincennes will attempt the PAT. Mariquin will kick it. He's a junior left-footed kicker. High snap. They get it down. Kick is popped up, and it is short. The PAT is no good. And it's 35-6 Memorial.
Bar for breakfast, featuring all your tasty morning favorites. Rock-A-Bar for lunch with daily plate specials plus full menu. Rock-A-Bar for dinner, featuring Evansville's favorite pizza, spaghetti, lasagna, and more. Join us Tuesdays at 7 as Trivia Night. Rock-A-Bar, oh yeah.
Hey, Indiana. Let's clear the air about vaping.
glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
Vincennes gets on the board. Touchdown pass from Cooper Collins to Luke Lindsay. And a long drive, 10 plays, 79 yards in 7 minutes and 58 seconds.
Ellis deep. Along with Evan Helt and Jackson Bryant.
Wobbly kick to the 20. Returned by Evan Helt. Weaving through traffic. And he tumbles down at the 30-yard line. Here's a look at that last pass from Collins to Lindsay. 19 yards.
Yeah, Lindsay does a nice job getting air under the ball. And Lindsay keeping the feet in bounds.
Before this Tigers drive begins, I want to thank People's Furniture Mattress Outlet, a 50 years in operation business that is family and third generation owned. How easy can it get for quality furniture and a quality mattress? Stop by and see the friendly folks at People's Furniture Mattress Outlet in Evansville. After a 5-touchdown night from Matthew Fisher. Backup quarterback in now in Luke Brown. He is a 6'3" sophomore, 175 pounds.
Imini and Ellis in the backfield.
It's Ellis on play number 1 of this drive, and he is sandwiched for a loss of a couple. Do you have Fisher's final numbers? I mentioned the 5 touchdown passes.
Yes, Sam Mattingly was, we have unofficially 20 of 30 for 251 yards. Luke Dockery, 9 catches for 164 yards. As Luke Elsperman, 8 catches for 76. Dylan Kendrick had 13 carries for 87 yards, and Alex Brashears had that 12 tackles he had in the first half to lead the defense.
And for Fisher, with those 5 touchdown passes tonight, he has 26 this year and still no interceptions. Here is Imani, not much running room. Struggles to get back to the line of scrimmage. Another negative play. But Fisher, of course, last year he had a season shortened because of an injury in week 4 against Mater Dei, but he has not thrown an interception since his sophomore season.
All right, then that was in the regional game against East Central. So he is not, he's gone 2 years and probably about 250 passes without an interception. You'd take that, wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
All right. Maybe twice. Again, play clock down to 2.
Brown fakes the handoff, and he is tossed down. No gain. Be a 3 and out. Tigers will punt it away as we're under 5 minutes to go. And next week, Memorial will take on Castle. That game will be at Bossy Field. Note, 30-minute later kickoff at 7 o'clock. And Vincennes will be on the road at Jasper. On to punt for the Tigers is Vance Alsman. That's that play clock tick on down. Vincennes will have one last chance to get another score. Kick blocked. And it rolls right back to the line of scrimmage. So it's a block punt. Vincennes will start in Tigers territory, and we encourage you to come on out to Casey's Dugout, Evansville's new boutique pizza place located on Lincoln Avenue. You can see them for great food, drinks, and family fun. Casey's Dugout, a proud supporter of Memorial Athletics.
So Vincennes will take over on the Memorial 28-yard line.
This Sunday afternoon will be the
a lot of the
high school
first unit guys still in there for Vincennes.
Association football sectional draw.
Two backs in the backfield.
Give it to McCrary. And he slides through to the 24-yard line, gain of 3. McCrary came in 76 carries on the season. McCormick 47 carries, but McCormick has gotten a healthy dose of the handoffs tonight. Three minutes to go. The Tigers' #1 team in Class 3A, of course, will stay the #1 team in 3A, moving to 8-0. Vincennes will dip to 3-5. Collins heaves it near side. There is Lindsay. Breaks a tackle. Lindsay to the 5. Stays on his feet for a touchdown. 24 yards. His second one of the night. Back-to-back scores for Vincennes.
Touchdown, Allison.
Yeah, Lindsay, bottom of your screen, just an out. Collins delivers the football. He makes one guy miss, and then sprints past 3 more, and gets his second touchdown of the night. And receiving on the season for Lindsay, that's his 4th touchdown on the year. And they're going to run for 2.
2 plays, 28 yards. It is McCrary, and he is stopped short of the goal line. So the 2-point try fails. Keeps it 35-12 Memorial, and that should be our final score, as that clock will stop now with 1:54, and the Tigers will have a chance to run it out. Well, Mike, I don't know about you, but looking forward to next week. Be interesting to see the setup at Bosse Field. And what a way to close the 2024 regular season, and the Tigers a chance to go to 9-0.
A great opportunity for the fans to see football how it used to be played several decades ago, as the Bosse Field was used for several different schools, Memorial included, as a home field. As that will wrap up our regular season coverage. And then all that all-important draw that we're going to find out this Sunday evening, 5 o'clock Central Time, 6 o'clock Eastern Time, on the IHSAA.org, on the IHSAA Champions Network.
And we'll have postseason coverage on IndianaSRN. We'll carry them through the regionals, and then we'll see after that. Hope the Tigers are playing for a regional. Of course, that's a gauntlet in sectional 32. We've touched on that numerous times throughout the year. Ensuing kickoff after the Vincennes score. Back-to-back touchdown passes to Luke Lindsay. Has it a 35-12 game. Kickoff middle of the field. And that is David Hickey, who is able to gallop past the 40-yard line. Should be one snap, and that'll be it. All right, we better start thinking about our Rockabar player of the game. You have it in your mind?
Well,
I do.
When a guy throws for a career high 5 touchdowns, Matthew Fisher, I know he's been a Rockabye player of the game, but you got to give it to the senior captain when you throw for 250 yards and your name is in the scoring column throwing 5 touchdowns. The Rockabar certainly will. With Nick Herman and folks.
Well, and I'll give a runner-up to Luke Dockery as well. He, if Fisher doesn't throw for 5 touchdowns, he's certainly in the conversation.
Yeah,
Dockery had well over 100 yards receiving and had 7 or 8 grabs tonight.
That's right. Well, well, plus an 83-yard touchdown. Yep. As again, when you have 6 catches for 164 yards, we'll make them co-Rockabar guys. Fisher can be the rocka, and we'll make Dockery the bar. How's that sound?
You can stop by for breakfast, lunch, or dinner at 4600 Washington Avenue in Evansville, Rocca Bar Pizza. There's the one kneel down, and time should run out. Looks like Memorial will actually have to snap it one more time. The play clock is just ahead of the game clock. Tigers move to 8-0, and Vincennes drops to 3-5. Our final score here in Week 8. 35-12, Tigers win it on the Greer's Flooring America scoreboard. Postgame show comes your way next.
Bar for breakfast, featuring all your tasty morning favorites. Rocca Bar for lunch with daily plate specials plus full menu. Rocca Bar for dinner, featuring Evansville's favorite pizza, spaghetti, lasagna, and more. Join us Tuesdays at 7 is Trivia Night. Rocca Bar, oh yeah.
Hey, Indiana. Let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
Final score on the Greer's Flooring America scoreboard. Give them a call, 812-471-0400. Tigers win it 35-12. And we want to thank our sponsors of Tigers football here on IndianaSRN, that being Memorial High School, Rocca Bar Pizza, Carreso Landscape, People's Furniture Mattress Outlet, Linsing Showroom. Tigers football has also been brought to you by Mel K, Mechanical, Electrical, Plumbing, Ivy Tech Evansville, Hyundai of Evansville, Casey's Dugout, and the Memorial Athletic Booster Club. Tigers led 21-0 at halftime. They scored on the opening drive of the third quarter thanks to a 21-yard touchdown pass to Luke Elsterman, capping off a 6-play, 70-yard drive at a minute 57. That was with 10:03 to go third quarter. Then Luke Dockery hauled in a 10-yard touchdown catch from Matthew Fisher, 11 plays, 72 yards in 4 minutes and 5 seconds, 35-0 Memorial. That gave us the running clock. Reserves played for the majority of the fourth quarter. Vincennes does get 2 touchdowns in the fourth, a 20-yard pass to Luke Lindsay. That was a 10-play, 79-yard drive in 7 minutes and 58 seconds. 35-6 was our score with 7:32 to go. And the final points came with 1:54 left in the game, a 24-yard pass to Luke Lindsay. That was a 2-play, 28-yard drive after a blocked punt. Set the Alice's up in business. We've already touched on it, though, but Matthew Fisher is our Rocca Bar player of the game, and a very close second, Luke Dockery, who had a couple of touchdown catches tonight. Again, Rocca Bar, stop by for breakfast, lunch, or dinner at 4600 Washington Avenue in Evansville. You can stop by before or after the game. All righty, Mike Scavara, final thoughts tonight before we say goodbye and get ready for Week 9 at Bosse Field.
Good job offensively for the Tigers. They were able to get their passing game going. Good job for the most part for the offensive line. As not only that, Dylan Kendrick almost had 100 yards rushing. As defensively, they played very well in nearly the first 3 quarters before the reserves took over. As they took advantage of a couple of turnovers by Vincennes. Vincennes, probably they get down and score, make it 14-7. Again, when it was 14-7 with 2:22 to go against Wrights, looked like Memorial was going to be in a game, but then Memorial scores 5 touchdowns. But Memorial offensively was in charge the whole way. Another great defensive performance. Both offense, defense, and special teams played well, and when you add that all up, that's why they're number 1 in 3A.
Tigers are 8-0, and they will finish up with Castle next Friday at Bosse Field, kickoff at 7 o'clock. Vincennes drops to 3-5. They close the year at Jasper next Friday night. Big thanks to our IndianaSRN crew, Tucker Smith, who hosts the halftime show with our guest, Memorial President Josh Rising, our crew, cameraman Sam Doherty, producer Nick Lewis. For Mike Scavara, I'm Javin Rebin. Thank you. It's been a pleasure and a privilege. So long for Week 8. The Tigers win it again, 35-12. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.